So we gotten up to session number 27, which means I forgot to update this page.
Nice.
Or at least I updated part of it.
Yeah.
And we're expecting other people to potentially show up online, so I will leave them there. Okay, so we are continuing the storyline in using parts from the Shattered Star Shards of Sin.
That was a particularly difficult thing to think about. I can't imagine saying it 5 times fast.
And it's part of the Shattered Star Adventure Path. And Baleth now has a shard in his arm.
He does. I forgot.
He is now the
in his arm?
In his arm, yes.
He's not just carrying it, he has it embedded, hasn't
Yeah.
It has embedded into his arm
That
in the
was a
last
thing.
session.
Was there benefits for that?
That's going to make it hard to rejoin when we find the other 6 shards.
It's alright, I got an axe.
Well, look at it this way: you can do the equivalent of everyone does the Rings of Power, except you're doing the fist bump to form the symbol.
No, we'll just keep stabbing him into his arm, and I'm sure they'll join up naturally.
I've got concerns and questions.
That's okay. You're going to have to get someone else to do the same thing with the next one.
Yeah. Well, I guess that was the Pride Stone, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And that's why you decided to take it on, because once you picked it up, there was no way you were going to let anyone else embed it into them.
Precisely. Can't have that.
So it's not a bad thing that you are the most prideful one there.
There you go. It's mine. My precious. Mine own.
And it is a symbol of the god of pride.
Yeah, because it's mine. And it's my own.
Are you saying it's a symbol of Baleth? The god of pride?
Well, I am a god. Obviously. Oh. Can I have the dice of shame, please?
You didn't remember yours behind you?
Are they?
Should be in the plastic box behind the chair.
What was that, Victor?
So there are like seven deadly sins, and we are like 7 players. It looks like each one of us will be representing one. Maybe.
I think we've only got 5 players, got to pick up a couple of NPCs.
No, you've actually got to convince Friday's group to join in.
And by convinced, do you mean kill until they agree? Because we only need 2, and you did say there was like 7 or 8 of them.
There are 8 of them, so it's completely up between the 2 groups who you volunteer throw in the deep end.
Wait, if there are 8 deadly sins?
No, there are 7. There are 8 players in the Friday group, so between the 2 groups, you have enough characters to have a sin embedded in you.
Yeah, so we need to kill all bar 2 of the Friday night campaign. Hi, Friday night campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do that.
The problem is you need someone who already is putting forward that sin.
That's right, because there's 5 of us at the moment. All we're going to do is go and grab Dane and his wolf again. That makes 7.
Right, well, someone's about to get undead knowledge, undead lore, so we could raise somebody from the dead.
No, I'm not. I didn't get on that lore.
Eventually you will,
Come
I'm
on,
sure.
Man. Come on, man. Don't do
I
this
don't
to me.
think it would be lost, that's for sure. Not with an undead
Don't do this to me, man.
sloth, maybe. Anyway.
Well, he's been lying around for a while.
Exactly. So anyway, what else happened last session?
So, what also happened last session was you got to meet the Hell Knights.
Yeah.
And in that meeting with the Hell Knights, you found out that Pinwinkle's sister has, given the dirt on him to the Hell Knights.
Hilarious.
Including every small or perceived infraction over his entire childhood.
Also hilarious. Zone of Truth, what a spell.
And you also went to the place where Pinwinkle blew up the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
At which
Where
point
Pinwinkle didn't blow up the kitchen.
evidence is showing that maybe he didn't blow it up.
He still blew it up.
Everyone, as far as everyone's concerned, he blew it up because his sister helped tell everyone that he blew it up.
That's the only thing that matters. Cool.
Perception is reality.
It is. And just because every batch that she's had a hand in has come out bad,
It's fine.
she's helping.
Hmm.
The secret herbs and spices she adds, I'm sure, have nothing to do with the bad food.
Oh, fantastic. Turns out he was a great cook all along.
And it turns out that that one day where the City Watch were unable to do anything was a day his sister got extremely rich.
Whoops.
For no apparent reason whatsoever.
No, none. None. Alright.
Okay, so
Oh my.
at the table today we have David.
Oh, hello, I'm David. I play Bella, a human sorcerer? Sort of?
You are
Talky
sorcerer.
guy. Yeah, he's technically a sorcerer. Divine sorcerer. From Cheliax, or a member of the Cheliax Lodge. Awfully fond of not dying and talking his way out of absolutely everything that involves him dying. That'll do.
And online today we have Jeremy.
Good evening, I'm playing Cordar, the elf half-human fighter, wannabe hero of Sandpoint. Out there to ensure that good prevails in the world.
Which means he probably wants to get to Sandpoint at some point.
Well, he'd like to go home. At least a visit. Although apparently, it's been overrun by Hell Knights.
By overrun, Balath is sure you mean enriched.
Yeah, how could that be a bad thing?
Couldn't be a bad thing at all. They've enriched the town. It's much better now.
Tell that to the Ilkhandoians.
All I'm hearing is Death Knights are the best. Yay. Especially when they're standing not like 10 feet away from us. At least they were anyway.
And they
Why
also...
don't you guys be a Hell Knight?
Fantastic idea.
You can become Hell Knights. And so, last one online today we have is Victor.
Hello guys, I'm Victor from Brazil. And I am playing Cangaceiro. That's a living druid. Half-elf druid.
Definitely a vampire.
Definitely living. I have some wounds on my body that I don't know what it is.
Vampiric
And
roots.
some teeth marks on my neck that I don't know what it is, but that
Vampire's
is not
teeth
a vampire
scars.
teeth.
I'm sure there's no rule about being bitten so many times. It's not like someone's got the law to tell you.
Okay. But I'm definitely living. And I have Maria, my familiar living stuff.
Yes. Definitely living. Dead.
Definitely living
Living
too,
dead.
yeah.
Living dead.
So there is that, the Daywalker version.
Oh, settle down, Blade.
Well, Kangasera seems to be going down that path.
If Kangasera is Blade, who's Chris Christopherson?
I don't know. Bella
What?
seems to be coming that way.
No, I think Belith is more Ryan Reynolds in Blade 3.
There's
Blade
actually a
Trinity.
movie. The
So
movie Blade.
Cordar must
Oh,
be
okay.
Cordar must be Chris Christopherson. Whistler, that's the one.
I was asking myself what the hell he was talking about.
Sorry.
Sorry, we do sidetrack every now and then into pop culture.
That's
Okay,
all I
so,
do.
and we do have 2 players who should hopefully be on around 9, all things going well for them.
Yay.
But, work sucks. Especially when you have to work late.
Mm.
Okay, so last we had it, you were deciding about whether or not you were going to take a boat trip out onto the water after getting away from the burning, slightly burning house at the pier.
I hear vampires love water. Whole
Well, I'm
lot
not a
of water.
vampire, so.
So is Kangasero saying he doesn't love water?
No, I'm saying I'm not a vampire. So
So
no
say,
problem for me.
hadn't we gone to the watch house to return the prisoner and receive our just reward of good relations and happy feelings about our helpfulness for the downtrodden neighbourhood in which the disappearances happened?
I believe you had, and you had taken the money, and you had 3 of the 5 people had then donated the money to the
yeah.
downtrodden.
Aw, you guys are cute. It's so sweet of you to be so charitable. Meanwhile, I'm
And they almost
bathing
donated
in
your
gold.
they almost donated your version.
Yeah, don't think so.
If only you had shown up about 5 minutes later, you would have found out your reward had been donated.
Yeah, there would have been a murder.
Well, I got I got the stuff I wanted, so Kage is not attached to stuff like money.
Well, yes, the court is thinking that considering it's sometime well after midnight at this stage, would it be better to return to the Pathfinder Lodge and try and
You had actually
obtain
returned.
passage out in the morning?
You had returned to the Pathfinder Lodge after this, which is when you found the shard.
Oh,
So
I thought we'd been to the. I thought we'd gone to the lodge. Like after the, because I thought we had. Corda had run off with the girl. The rest of the party escaped the burning house and the Hell Knight. We all met back at the lodge.
and that's when you
Time Marsh gave us the rundown of what we found on, or what she found on the girl, and then we went out and Bella got given the shard to look after, and then got a vision or something that said we were going. There was something.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got the vision before you went down to the docks because you decided you'd do the docks first.
That's right, and then okay, but then because it was we then did the docks, and then so Corday suggesting rather than trying to find a way out into the middle of the ocean at this time of night, it's probably worth going back to the lodge to get a good night's rest and head out in the morning.
Okay, so you all managed to get a nice bed for the night.
oh, cool.
So Kangasero gets to sleep on some dirt nearby.
Oh, that's nice and comfy.
Because hey, you don't want to have this thing called a mattress. That's too much like being civilized.
Yeah. I know.
And you never sleep with that sort of thing. It's too soft.
Yeah, I might be sleeping like in the garden, like
And,
in bushes or
and
something.
everyone else hears you snore from the outside through the door.
And no
it's very
problem
glad
for
to be
me.
outside.
No problem for me. I can't sleep as not well.
You sleep perfectly fine. Everyone else hears you sleep.
Besides,
Yeah, no problem.
it's
No
not like
problem for me.
Kangasero would want to sleep inside on a mattress where the windows are closed because it'll make it hard for Mark to come and visit.
No. I am like used to like sleep early and wake up when the day is up.
And so while you're sleeping overnight, Kangasero has dreams of flying through the clouds, overlooking a city below.
Can't
With
tell if
dreams,
vampire or
whatever.
bird.
As you just saw above, you basically see a city of victims below.
Well, that answers that question.
Funny. But
You sort of wake up with a half memory of that dream and a smile on your face for some reason.
what's a strange dream?
And your lip feel a bit wet.
Strange metallic taste.
But you feel refreshed and full.
Alright,
No need for breakfast this morning.
that's what's matter. So I can like pet Maria or like do some gardening and such to like start my day well.
Yes, some of the bushes nearby seem to have been eaten during the night.
What?
That's weird, but okay.
Yeah, it kind of the equivalent of, the dream where you're eating a lovely marshmallow and you wake up without a pillow.
Okay, so as Balef sleeps, he dreams of many colours.
Go on.
Ooh.
All colours are under the rainbow at the same time.
Really?
What are you taking on?
Taking lots of DMT, eh? This is the best ayahuasca trip I've ever had.
So you're used to things being a bit bland and everything's just full of colour. Not one thing has a single colour to it. Everything's got colours everywhere coming out of it.
Okay.
Even your magic seems to be coming in multicolours.
A fun dream.
From his dream, yeah.
Whereas Corda, I say nice and peacefully and wake up night and early.
Yeah,
You guys watching like Speed Racer, the movie?
I have seen Speed Racer the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That looked like a acid trip.
Yeah.
Corda dreams that he gets up early and does all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He gets through this entire day of work before anyone even rises. And the next thing he knows, he's been working by Beleth.
Alright.
As Beleth gets up and stretches.
Okay.
And then he realised he's actually slept in an hour longer than he intended.
Well, he must have been tired. All that heroic damsel rescuing yesterday.
Yes, and you got this twinge in the back from where you lifted her over your shoulder.
Okay.
Mm.
But speaking of which, he will be wanting to. So yesterday, Miss Hindmar said that who was it? Natalie, something, whoever, was still resting after the thing, but Cordell will be looking to try and see if she's awake and alert this morning and able to talk. And
Yep. She basically still looks to be very much out of it. Looks as if she has been through hell.
Huh?
Which is basically what happens when someone, tries to use one of the shards.
Yeah. I'm sure that a strong-minded person like Bella will have no problem with that.
Of course I have no problems. Gosh, don't be ridiculous. It's mine.
But okay, can I talk to her at all?
You can try. She doesn't seem to be able to speak.
Okay. Well, I will basically aim to reassure her that things will get better now, and I will hopefully see her again soon when she's feeling better.
She tries to reach out to you, but is too weak to do much.
I will certainly step forward so therefore I can clasp her hand to reassure.
She thanks you greatly. She seems to be able to at least get out a thank you.
I'll let her know that we plan on trying to ensure that such artifacts don't fall into the unwary hands again, and so we're going to go and investigate what we can do to stop that happening. So.
Just be wary of the artifact because it was too powerful for her.
Nonsense. It's just because it wasn't meant for her.
Otherwise, from Cordar's perspective, it's the get ready for gather equipment and get ready to try. So we're going to get a boat or something out to this location. Is that right?
Yep, a rowboat. Got to row yourself out there because no one will take you. And she does tell you before you leave that she found the shard inside the crow, which is, as you gather, where Balath is trying to lead you to. It's one of the pillars of the Irispan from where it's collapsed. And she says there were other
why
items.
Was she in the crow?
She was seeking treasures to sell. And when she picked up the shard, she basically dismissed all her fellows and walked out. And it seemed to take control of her.
Her fellows as in the Tower Girls?
Yes, they're the other Tower Girls.
Were they with her at the time she found it?
Some were with her at the time she found it.
There's any weakness?
Says, but be wary of the Tower Girls because their leader and some of them are were-rats.
Were-rats?
What?
They're rats.
Were-rats? That's not natural.
Was it a member of the Tower Girls that was trying to catch you in the building when I carried you away?
Yes, she was a member of the Tower Girls.
Oh.
Not all of them are were-rats, but a big portion of the inner circle are.
Right.
I have to be were-rats, they're vampires.
Well, hey, they all like to bite.
So you were there. You were at the crow with some of your other Tower Girls looking for treasure. Are we likely to come across the Tower Girls at the crow still?
She does not know. She has no memory of what really happened after she got the shard.
Okay. Well, thank you. As I say, get better, and I will hopefully see you again soon.
She hopes you don't die. It is dangerous out there.
Well, we'll do what needs to be done. If that means giving one's life for the sake of the world.
Settle down.
So she lets a little tear drop down at this such a heroic sacrifice you're making in her need.
You say you're making.
Absolutely, Cordar believes every word of it.
Jeremy may not, but Cordar does.
Kaga wants to keep living.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll go back downstairs then, and Cordar will pass on what he just heard from the girl. Particularly a bit about being potentially were-rats. How much knowledge does Cordar have of were-rats?
Give me a nature roll.
Cool. I want to try that too.
Well, so I'm more than happy for others to pipe up.
What?
Uh,
Get out of town. Natural 20.
Anyone wants to like help me remember?
It's alright, I got it.
So Beleth turns around and goes, "Oh, that's okay. You don't need to know."
So yeah,
Okay.
Cordar got 21 on his nature, but I'm happy to bow to Bella.
No, I
Good.
dare say we've got
Nice.
exactly the same result.
You both realise you need silver to be able to harm them with any real chance. As I look up where we're at properly for you, and let you know what your character may or may not know.
22.
How about
22
potency
upgraded.
rules?
Wasn't it?
It is yours was 22 upgraded.
Yay!
How about potency rules? Does it like harm them or something? If we need it.
So just looking something up right
You
now.
took your button for checking anyway, but what were you asking, Victor?
If potency runes or weapons do something. Because if your weapon have potency runes, it means it's magical.
Don't you, Rude? Well, yeah.
You've got two
that's
types
whether or
of you have two types of potency runes. You've got the +1 enhancement and the striking enhancement. So the +1 you got to have before you get striking, and that gives you a plus to hit and damage, and the striking gives you extra damage dice.
Yeah,
But-
but it makes the weapon magical, right?
You can have a magical weapon without it actually having a +1 to hit.
Yeah, but it comes down to, like, yeah, I'm not certain in Pathfinder 2. I'm certain in previous editions, yes. If you had a magic weapon, that would override, or potentially override, silver type issues. But I think in Pathfinder 2, they basically, silver means it just does extra damage or something, doesn't it? Isn't it count as a weakness or something?
It is a weakness, so they will take extra damage from silver, but they won't have damage reduction.
They're not immune
otherwise.
to other weapons.
The base creatures are not.
Well, certainly with that news, Cordar is going and collecting his silver warhammer.
Well, always comes in handy.
And wondering whether or not it's actually worth trying to transcribe the magic runes. And what was Victor? Yeah, but whether it's worth trying to transcribe the magic runes from his sword onto the warhammer. But I think that'll take too long, won't it?
I believe it'll take 4 days.
Yeah.
Depends on how long the transcribing actually takes, because I believe it's a craft roll.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, I'm happy that it takes too long at this point anyway, as long as the information we got from the idea was that, yes, silver hurts them more, but if you hit them hard enough with other stuff, it still kills them.
And that takes 1 day
Mm-hmm.
to transfer a rune.
Okay. So it'll be 2 days to transfer, but the +1 and the striking.
Yep. And if you have any other runes on your weapon, then they would be lost unless you transfer them as well.
What was that, sorry?
If you have any other runes on your weapon, they would then be
No,
lost.
the bastard swords, the +1, and then I got the striking rune from Dane's longbow put onto it as well. So.
Yep.
But but at least, yeah, so if people are confident, and possibly if Lady Hindmarsh is also there for referral, that, yeah, we're at doesn't get used to anything but silver. Probably not
My
much
PC, my PC just died, so I am on my cell phone now.
Okay, good to have you back.
God damn it. Shit. Sorry.
Should I make you do a religion roll on that one? Well, that's okay. You just see some red beady eyes float before your vision for a little while.
It was not Kaya, it was me. And I am cursing the computer.
I was going to say yes. And apparently the gods have already given the curse onto him. That's why his computer died.
Okay, so going back to the getting to the pier, the Lady Highmarsh recommends you borrow a boat.
I was going to say, do we have access to a boat at all?
They do not, but they do say that if you tell anyone where you're taking the boat, they won't hire it to you.
Okay. That's
So-
right. I'm sure Ballard can sweet talk them into offering a boat.
I'm sure we could just steal one. No?
She hears that the Hell Knights have quite a few just sitting there by the docks.
Rightio. Go down to the Hell Knight.
Well, I would suggest that we're not necessarily looking for a Hell Knight boat.
We just steal the Hell Knight boats. What could possibly go wrong?
I would have thought that we were looking at somewhat smaller at this stage.
Well, they do have their rowboats because they don't have their ships docked on the pier all the time.
Victor, do you have a set of headphones that you could use?
Oh shit! Because you are getting echo, right?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't. But I am trying to fire up my wife's PC so I can like connect to Skype and do
Oh,
something.
okay, that might be good at the same time then.
Yeah, I will fix that in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Please hang on.
No dramas, man.
Well, we were just letting you know there was a bit of an echo.
I think that fixed it anyway at this stage.
Yeah. Well done, guys.
Okay. So, how are you going to get a boat?
I would suggest that if we head down to the docks, we can see if there's one available.
And we are, of course, just going on a fishing trip.
Absolutely.
We're taking leave and going fishing. I'm being taught fishing by Cordar. I've never been fishing before. I've been told that I might enjoy it, and I think it's utterly ridiculous.
Okay, so you wander down.
Probably some local fishermen out for a pleasure cruise at night through ill-invested waters.
I'm sure the shrieking eels
Fishing
aren't
is-
that bad.
Fishing is fine for Kangasero. I like fishing.
Is that where you turn yourself into a fish and chase the other fish?
I've got questions. I wish I didn't know that was coming.
Which bit?
The turning himself into a fish and chasing other fish.
I'm sure there are little kangaseros around everywhere.
I don't want to know. We've got Echo again.
Yeah,
Okay.
Echo started.
So, you get down to the docks. There are lots of ships of various sizes, ranging from sloops to little rowboats to big ship carriers, as well as a big Goliath 6-masted ship.
I'm just confirming here, there is the 5 that have gone down the docks with the boat, isn't it?
Sorry, Jeremy.
It is the 5 of you, yes.
We're not leaving Copperwood behind right now.
Yeah.
Martin, can you type your Skype ID on the chat, please?
No.
Not easily, because I'm not exactly sure which bit to send it through. Because I have multiple things open.
No, wait, I can do better.
That's
No,
alright.
Okay, you're
no,
trying to search for the Dark Elf 007, shouldn't you?
Oh, alright. I am trying to.
I sent it to you, Victor, in Messenger.
I will shut down this Skype on my phone and try to fire up on PC, alright?
Mhm.
1 second.
Okay.
I just have to see if I can make sure I get the request.
So how far out into the waters is this Crow.
About half a mile.
Oh, not that far. I'm sure nothing could happen between here and there.
Do we know what the Crow refers to?
It is where most of the crows of the city reside.
Okay. Well, I'm more sure about the fact that as a player, I understand the concept of the towers for the bridge and that are collapsed and things like that. But as characters, are we aware of the history behind that sort of stuff?
They just refer to it as they believe that they were pillars of the ancient bridge before it fell.
Okay, right. And so when we're looking out, we can see multiple towers in that sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know which one we're going to?
Balath can tell.
Okay. He just keeps going, puts his arm out and says, gives direction. Yep.
Yes.
Um,
I, of course, know exactly what building it is, so.
do we... So we get down to the docks. I don't suppose there's a marina where you can hire a boat to go out for a fishing pleasure cruise, is it?
Hey, Victor.
Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Alright. So, I am now on another PC, so we can keep going. Sorry about that, guys.
All
All
good.
good. So they're offering you $10 a sorry, 10 gold a hour hiring fee with a $50 deposit.
10 gold an
$50,
hour?
yeah. For a fishing boat.
As in a commercial fishing boat?
Boat can take probably about 20 people on it, and has fishing nets and all that sort of stuff.
If we don't return in time, we're gonna go to jail just on debt.
Well, I do say, Cordar's no fisherman or seaman, although I grew up in Sandpoint, so at least he actually saw the ocean in bits and pieces and things.
This
But
is
he was more looking at the idea of a small rowboat type effect that would hold about 6 people.
so
I
this
don't know if
boat
we
would
can
be
handle a 20-person craft.
yeah, this 20-person boat would probably be bigger than the entire fleet of Sandpoint.
So, a little bit of overkill.
But hey, it'll be
and
like,
also,
oh, pretty.
unless we've got sailors or something in our team, I don't think anyone would actually handle it.
No.
Then next to it is the rowboat, which they're happy to hire out for a silver an hour with a 5 gold deposit.
5 fucking gold deposit.
Yep. Because people have a habit of sinking boats.
Can't imagine why.
Or not
They
returning
couldn't
them.
afford to pay the exorbitant fees.
That's more manageable. This stuff is good.
And you can fit about 6 people on that boat.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Can't see
okay,
this
so
going
that
wrong.
That actually only cost a few silver total, because like the 5 gold you get back when you return the boat.
Yep.
So,
If you return the boat.
obviously when. I can't imagine Balath would be willing to not let us return the boat when he doesn't get his 5 gold back.
Just on principle alone, I'd sink this fucking thing.
So you're putting the gold up then?
Hell no. Ridiculous.
So who's putting the gold up?
Kangasero, obviously, he doesn't care about money.
I can put the gold up if you guys are willing to take this one.
So apparently Kangasero is the most suggestible of the party members so far and happily pays the deposit.
Yeah.
And the dock worker says, I'm happy to do business with you. Please make sure you return with all oars and other equipment on board.
Balath remains completely...
Does someone on this group knows crafting or such to like assess the boat?
composed. Roll the 20.
You float.
Make good the row.
So who's doing the rowing?
Cordar's happy to row.
Not Belath.
So you sit on one side and get and grab the oars.
Well, okay. If it needs to be a two-person row, then I'm guessing Nexar will be available. Will man the other oar.
Nexar is more than happy to and has done this sort of thing before. She
Oh,
grew up,
Nexar's experienced on the sea.
well, she grew up in Corvosa.
Right.
And that,
As you said, I think there's a fair chance that Cordar's at least been on a boat, but he's spent more of his time in the swamps around Sandpoint rather than actually the sea, but yeah.
And between the two of you, it only takes you about 5 minutes to figure out who's in charge.
All good then?
You only will go in circles for a little while before you finally sort out which way's going where and when.
Cordar's happy to take direction if Nexar's confident about what he's doing. So.
And you spend the next half an hour rowing out to the pier.
Just half an hour?
Yep. You clear half a mile in half an hour.
Cool.
But you do have the feeling of being over deep water.
Okay.
So have we arrived?
Well, you can see parts of the Erispan beneath you in the water, and you know that chunks of that are still on the cliff face are like 200 feet in width.
Mm-hmm.
And they look like tiny things below you.
Okay.
And like play with Maria.
So as we approach the crow, what are we seeing?
Okay. So a tall Lancet arc at the water level leads to a chamber at sea level within the side of the crow. Inside is what was once a small step terrace, now filled with seawater to the level of its top step. 3 rowboats are tied here off to the heavy stone placed on this step. Above, the ceiling rises almost the way to the top of the monument. An opening leads off this shaft into the west near the ceiling. At the west end of this room lies a small alcove whose floor shows the stain of countless campfires. The back wall of this alcove has broken through, revealing a passage beyond.
But we can't see anyone manning these campfire or the
It sort of looks like this is one of the favoured resting places of kids over the years.
Okay. But there's no one actually in there right now?
No one you can see there at the moment.
Okay.
Can I check if there are like footprints and such?
There are footprints everywhere, ranging for decades of use.
While Kangasero's doing that, Cordar and Nexar will tie the boat up and you mentioned there are other rowboats around. Are they in better, worse, or same condition as the one we just came in on? Or we talking about the same sort of size?
About the same sort of size, same sort of condition.
Okay.
You wouldn't really be able to tell the difference between most of them.
No, that's right then. But it means we might be able to tow one back if we decide to have to go out and back again. Yep. Well, Cordar will tie off the boat. He'll get out and get dressed into his scale mail.
Yep.
Yeah, split mail. And on the idea that hey, we're probably not under the authority of the Hell Knights here, so.
And having weapons on show at this stage would be useful.
Yep. So he's primary weapon will still be his sword at this stage, but he's got the silver warhammer hanging from the belt if we meet new rats.
And there's lots of bat poop on the floor everywhere.
Okay.
There's what? Everywhere?
Bat guano, which is bat poop.
Stuff's worth heaps.
Very useful for fire spellcasters. There's a material. It's a no material component for the fireball spell.
Oh, nice.
You have a bit of bat poop and floor it at people, and they go boom.
So don't like blow up.
So basically, you were saying the fact that the ceiling is way up above us,
And
there's
there
an entryway directly in front of us.
And you can. There is an entryway directly in front of you, but you can see up above you various what appear to be entrances, depending on how far you want to climb.
Yeah, I was going to say, how easy is that climb going to be?
Well, all depends on how good you are at climbing.
I'm thinking the open passageway in front is a better option.
Yeah, it's not like your Nashru and can climb a completely smooth surface.
That's right.
I could try to like throw myself into a gateway like through a rope, but not that we need to.
You might have trouble carrying the rope because you'll be a tiny creature.
Okay.
No, I think, okay, if we've got an entryway in front of us, at least, Cordo will at least have a look down there anyway and see what's through there.
Okay, so looking in the rubble from the collapsed wall has been pushed into the chamber. Traces of recent habitation, bits of trash and rubbish, and the odd piece of clothing or equipment are scattered here and there throughout the room, but the room appears to be unused.
Oh, that must be like the were rats or something.
I'm sure there are no rats here at all.
So, you mentioned, okay, there's traces of recent habitation. Are we talking again the kids camping out there, or are we talking...
Well, give me a survival roll.
Survival?
Yep.
Should have used my assurance, but do I? My survival...
Nope.
13.
13 on your survival roll. Okay, so having a look here, you're not really sure how long or how many people have been here. It could be the kids from before. It's a bit hard to tell.
Okay. Any idea how long it's been since I was there? You said recently, are we talking
Well,
last night, last week?
with your check, you're not quite sure.
Okay.
I may try it too.
But otherwise it's empty at the moment?
Otherwise, it's empty at the moment, but there are 2 chambers going off it.
Oh.
Okay. May I try to assess if that this close and I keep make we're here for a long time?
Give me a survival check.
Alright, I will roll my new dice. Oh shit. Let's say I fail.
Did that just happen to be a natural one?
No, that was a 6. But
It's still important to give the figure, because...
okay, I got a total of 12, let's say.
Well, well, that's not necessarily going to be automatically fail. Probably not much more information than I got, though.
Yeah.
So you back up Cordar's assessment that people were here at some point, sometime in the past.
Oh yeah, Koda, you are correct.
All good. Okay, well... Cordo will go and look. You said there were two exits?
Yep, one to the left and one to the right.
Yeah, well... One to the left sounds good.
Yeah, those be
Have a
the
look
one.
down there.
Mm-hmm.
Good. What are we for lighting here?
The passage to the left is in complete darkness, and the passage to the right is in complete darkness.
Okay, so obviously, so we're getting a bit of a light through from the open passageway from where the boats are, but there's no other light source, is that right?
No other light source.
Would you like some light, Jeremy?
Well, it's certainly the idea that yes, light will be advantageous, but Corda has got low light vision, but I don't think he can see much in the complete darkness.
Okay, so
Yeah,
a staff
I
behind you
see,
catches a light. As Balef shakes some light into it.
So you're doing light with what, sorry?
Staff, light, spell.
Okay, yep, cool. So you're just coming up behind Cordar at the moment.
Yes.
So the staff behind you is looks like it's got many coloured flames coming off the top of it.
Whoa.
Very
Why not
basically
like
a rainbow
different
colour
colour?
of flame.
Like a different style of light to what he normally provides.
I never usually
Yeah.
provide light.
I was going to say, I know because actually some of the others have only got light, haven't they?
I've also never used the staff before for the spell light. Does the magic come from the staff or me?
You think this magic came from you?
Concerning.
Or from your arm.
Plowman says nothing. Because that's what Plowman does.
Yep.
Nothing.
And also because Plumber's a long way away.
And because Plowman is perfect in every way.
And Plumber's in a completely different campaign.
Good point.
Yeah,
Plowman does say nothing.
Universe.
Bellath says nothing. Oh no, Bellath cast light anyway, on the staff.
Cursor feels like dancing, so.
So, okay, so yeah, so. Now,
And
to the left.
And now with these nice scintillating colours of light, you walk right into a foul odour and suspicious stains on the floor, which you identify by the smell alone used to be a privy, which was used in the last few weeks.
Gross.
Must be a what?
And huddled in the corner are the rotted remains of a small dog.
Oh, okay.
Well,
poor-
I guess that gives you an indication of how long people might have been staying here for. That they'd used the toilet significantly enough that a few weeks later it's still
Stinks.
obviously a toilet.
Yep.
We're sure.
Now, Cordar will have a bit of a look through just to make certain there's nothing of interest or value or worth or secret doors or anything like that in this room.
Okay. Give me a perception check. And who is going to check out the dog?
Total of 11 for the perception.
Total of 11. You sure there's nothing here of interest?
Okay.
How could you actually miss anything? You are Cordar.
Okay, well, no. Cordar doesn't think of himself as being particularly good or impressive in
I'm
that
not
way. He's just
actively fine looking
always
for
tries to be
anything.
good.
Without actively looking, 21.
21. Okay, you have a look around too, and the only thing interesting in this room appears to be the dead dog, which doesn't look like to be much of a dog.
What's it look like? Can you guys like access to nature?
Sure. Kangasara can have a nature check.
Got 15 total.
15 total. Give me a sec. Okay, so you start looking over the creature, and you realize that it is a donkey rat.
Oh, what?
Donkey rat? Like half donkey, half rat?
It's a large-sized rat, size of a small
Okay, so
dog.
about the size of a donkey.
Great.
And give me a fortitude saving throw.
Damn. 20 total?
20 total. You happy with that roll?
What?
I know, just thought I'd ask. So yes, yes, this thing looked like it died from some sort of disease.
Preferably a disease that you don't get.
Thank you. Thankfully, this time I passed the check.
Well,
Maybe.
you know diseases don't actually affect you for so many days after the fact.
And besides, I'm sure vampires have immunity to disease.
They do actually.
Yeah, but I'm not a vampire.
What do you know? You don't know anything about vampires. Or undead.
No, I'm not a vampire, I'm sure.
Okay, well,
Tell me your
since there's no other
qualifications.
exits from this room. Cordar will look to the right.
Okay, as you go to the right with the scintillating colouring from the light, you see a spiral stairwell heading up.
There's any source of light up there?
There is no source of light besides what you're carrying with you.
Alright.
We've only got Beleth is the light.
You are my light, Beleth.
I am the light and the way. I am your god.
Well, he is the thing bringing you your light and protection.
At a simple word, I can
Cordak
take
with
it
the
away.
protection.
Let's go, Maria. Don't be here in the dark.
So, yeah, well, I guess Cordak will head upstairs.
And as the three of you head upstairs, the other two are looking after the boat at this stage until they arrive. Because the last thing you want to do is have someone sneak around you and take the boats.
Well, hey, there are 3 boats there. How long, does it look like those boats have been there a little while?
They do look like they have been used recently.
Oh, okay.
So between two curving stairwells lies this small landing. 3 stone boxes, their lids raised, stand against the east wall, and a fine yellow powder surrounds them on the floor.
So there's powder over all the floor, or can we walk across the landing?
You can walk across, avoiding the yellow dust on the ground.
But we wouldn't get to the boxes, is that right?
You wouldn't get to the boxes.
Is that box actually boxes?
Can we,
Well,
you
they could be
mentioned-
small coffins.
You mentioned the lids were raised. Can we see inside the boxes without getting in the powder?
Not without Beleth walking into the powder to provide the light.
I see where you're going here.
Come on, Maria. Let's see what's inside the boxes.
I was
Cordar's
very
gonna go
tempted
across
to
the
send the
room
crow,
to the
send my
other-
raven
the other
into the
staircase.
yellow
If
powder.
the other two look at the boxes, Cordar's going to go across the room so he'd be ready for something to come down the stairs.
Okay, so Cordar's keeping safe away from the yellow dust.
Beleth tells the crow.
It couldn't be yellow mold at all, completely.
Beleth tells the crow to go into the yellow
Can I
dust,
try to
and
do
then
an
you
insight
hear
to check if
a
this
horrifying-
is some kind of mold or something?
you hear a horrifying language back at him. Really, asshole. So you just watched Beleth talk to his crow, and his crow spoke back at him in a language that I pretty much guarantee you none of you understand.
So you got a crow from India? Is that it?
Raven.
Raven?
Well,
Yeah.
it's hard to tell sometimes because when you look at it, it just does a staring down contest.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It sort of has horns, and apparently it speaks a language that, if spoken properly, still sounds horrifying, but sounds even more horrifying coming from a raven.
Quote the raven.
That's not.
Quote the raven, go and get fucked.
Just one point there, Dave.
Yeah,
When we're in a place called the Crow,
yeah,
talk about you're talking to your raven, not the crow. I
yeah.
was very confused. He said, "Well, what do you mean you're talking to the place?"
Ah.
The place talks back.
Belef, don't you want to know what is inside these boxes?
Yeah, I did. I tried to get the raven to go and stand inside the yellow dust, but it won't do it.
He flies over and guards one of the doorways for you.
Along
Can
with
I
Cordar.
try?
The other one.
Can I try to do something strange, like try to send Maria to test if this is mold and if this is dangerous, like
Sure. I'm sure
it's a lash eye.
I'm sure there's absolutely nothing wrong with getting your lash eye turned into a moldy creature.
It'll then sit on your shoulder.
You see, for me, I mean, well, for you
Because
as well.
the lash eye might just be a carrier instead of subject to it.
Also, good luck finding another lash eye. For me, I'll just find another crow and turn it into a familiar.
You guys are giving me the creeps.
And considering most leshies are, a lot bigger, you've got a baby one. So yes, your baby one starts playing in the yellow powder and throwing it up around it. It starts doing powder angels.
If any of the powder comes near me, it gets burning hands. I'm not joking in any way. Like, does it even look like it's going to aerosol its way over to me? In which
This
case,
creature knows if this stuff is danger. Like
It's not
a
dangerous to
nature
it.
thing.
yeah, it's not
What?
dangerous.
It's not dangerous to it. It's playing in it.
I mean, there's no way that I can't get hit by this. So, burning hands.
Maria, did you think this is danger for me? This is like a type of dangerous mode or something?
You know what's really dangerous to it? Burning hands.
You burning hands?
I don't want to get.
You are standing away from it at this stage.
Okay.
Don't worry
As long
about
as I'm
media, man.
nowhere near any possible chance of getting any particulate anywhere near me, if the answer to that is yes, you are, the response is burning hands.
Okay, so the little leashy scoops up some of it and brings it towards you, Victor.
Burning hands! I've experienced this shit.
Okay, so
I'll back up. I will back up.
Alright. Is this type of mode dangerous or something?
Oh, hang on.
give me a nature roll.
Nature roll. I got 18 total.
18. Looking at it, it's not actually mold. It's some sort of poison.
That's much better.
So I tell everyone, looks, this is stuff all over the boxes is all poison. All right.
And you're
Alright,
literally sort
Maria,
of basically still throwing it around a little bit.
I mean, purify
alright,
food
Maria,
and drink?
okay. Like wash your hands and get up there.
It
Come
wipes
here.
its hands on your legs and then climbs up.
Okay, so I can see I'm not like took the poison. So.
Prestidigitation on his legs, on his
Yeah.
pants. Is he wearing pants?
On his leg, no, he's not wearing
No,
pants.
I don't usually use pants, so.
Prestidigitation on his leg?
Okay, he's now got one clean leg.
On the other one, if there's anything that has dust touching it, it's getting prestidigitated.
Well, you're gonna have to clean most of him because their little thing is
Maria,
climbed up carrying
That's
it.
fine, 100%. I'd clean the fucking leash if we have to. I don't care, but I don't want to be
At
anywhere
least
near
he's
this
now a
shit.
completely different colour.
Fantastic.
You haven't seen it this colour before.
Well, I'll keep.
It sort of looks
trusting
at itself and it looks sad.
Don't care. Well, it was either that. I look at it. It was either that or produce flame.
It, you know,
Come
crawls
on, Maria,
into Kagasera's
Like
hair.
cleansing.
Also, Kangasera
This
has
guy-
never been so clean.
This guy's a little bit hot-headed. Come on here.
Kangasera, you are now completely clean.
Thank you, man.
Like you've never been so clean in your life.
You even smell clean. It doesn't smell like you.
You're unnaturally clean.
You are society
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah, I actually never been so clean in my life.
If you let that leashy into that powder again, the next spell will involve fire.
Come on, man. At least we know what it is. Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, I know it's
What
poison.
exactly is it then? Yeah, it's poison. What is it?
Poison.
Yeah, what kind? The kind
This
that
one. What
the
you
kind
tried? I
the
can
kind
give
that
it to you.
flows through the air and gets into our lungs and kills us silently over a period of years? Because that's not preferable either.
Come on, we all love asbestosis.
Yeah. Side note, the next asbestosis thing was supposed to be silicosis, right? So, sand and dust. And Australia came up with a treatment for it. You know what they do? They just flush the affected area with saline.
Yep.
Like, I mean, this has taken
What?
decades to find. And who'd have thought that the answer would be, yeah, just flush it with saline.
Just drown 'em.
Well, it's very much an Aussie thing.
Yeah.
At least just wash it out. Oh, look,
Yeah.
it works.
Oh, look,
Can't
it's
see
only,
that.
it was only going to cause, like, the greatest level of cancer since asbestos, but meh.
Okay, so you believe it's inhaled.
Oh, fucking great.
So,
So cover your
So
like.
Kangasera gets to
mouth
make
and-
a fortitude save.
Damn.
No,
Come on,
fortitude
guys.
save.
Oh, 17. So I got 25 like total.
Okay, so I get to make 2 notations down for Kangasera for later.
but don't worry, Victor. Vampires are immune.
I can use Maria to like rub myself into the face, so I can use it like a mask.
You want to rub the dust into your face?
Oh my fucking Christ.
No, the Lashi. The Maria, the Lashi.
Okay, so first of all, let's leave.
So there are stairs going up further.
So after all that, was there anything in the boxes?
At least you never got as far as the boxes. It was playing in the dust.
How big the box?
There are 3 boxes, and they are about 2 feet in diameter each.
Right,
Made
so
out of stone.
Not something that. Yeah, okay.
They are all covered in that shit, like the poison.
I will spend some time to insist that the Raven goes over to. No, that's just going to stir up dust.
It might just flap all the dust everywhere when you tell it to.
If only I'd gotten some sort of magical minion, like a devil.
You would just have scooped some up and saved it for later. Well, you're sleeping. Here, have some dust to help you sleep.
Cool, dickhead. I don't know of a way to get that. Do you? Does anyone else?
You want to summon a devil?
No.
And you want to get close enough to the boxes without getting this poison dust all over it.
There's a simple way. Someone's already infected. Just send them.
Just walk. Well, if only somebody knew how to treat poisons and diseases. Hello.
Then obviously you're not the one who wants to get infected.
Correct. Kangasera can too.
Kangasera can get infected? Or he can treat diseases.
Treat diseases and poisons.
Okay, so who goes over and has a look in the boxes?
Yeah, you never actually sent the leashy in there. We could try that again. We can clean it. Maybe.
You can clean like a small path so you can walk over it.
Well, he only sent it to investigate the dust. He never sent it to investigate the boxes.
Yeah, so maybe send the leashy in to investigate the boxes, because I don't want to go into any of this dust, because I guarantee you that if any of us walks over it, you'll disturb it.
But the problem with the Lashi doing that is that it has no strength to like open boxes.
They're already open.
Box already open. But okay, so you're saying that so this dust, it's on the ground, and it's something you don't want to breathe in. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
How is that
Hold the
Lashi
light up
then?
high so that you can actually, so that from over here, so therefore it'll go down there. Corner will take a deep breath from the stairwell. You'll start further up, and carefully walk over to the boxes.
Ready and prestidigitation as soon as it's clear of the dust.
Okay, you walk carefully and slowly across the dust, leaving quarter-sized footprints in your wake. And looking down in the boxes, all the boxes are empty.
Fantastic.
Okay. I will carefully walk back again.
It looks as if someone had pretty much disarmed the trap, spilling the contents all over the place for the trap.
God damn it, Friday night! No, obviously.
So Corner, I'll walk out again. You'll take a look down to see, is he leaving yellow footprints much at the moment?
Yes, until you're prestidigitated.
Okay, happy with that, because it saves going down to the back to the where the boats are and washing boots or anything like that. So.
Oh, yeah, no, there's so many prestidigitations getting cast.
So why didn't you just prestidigitate to clean up the dust?
No. There's a potential to disturb it. I don't want to get that close to it.
Okay, well, it would appear that someone already got to those boxes, so...
Well, that was a waste of time.
Corner will look to heading up the staircase.
Okay.
Balath is going to continually observe Kangasero for any signs of illness.
Okie dokie.
I'm fine. I'm living. I'm not dead. And
You don't notice him doing it.
And I'm not sick. So.
Nope, you're not sick at all.
Yeah, because delayed onset poisons have never been a thing ever.
Okay, so you start going up the stairs further. Who's going first?
Not on.
Cordar's leading.
Cordar's leading. As Cordar comes up to the next
I
level.
believe that, well, if there's only the three of us at this stage, it'll be Cordar, Balath, and then Kangasero.
Good.
So, pillars line the center of this long hall. At the far end is a low rostrum. The dusty stumps of ancient votive candles lining its outer edge. Two of these have been knocked over. Colourful murals of Thassilonian pilgrims and giants march over an intact Irisband cover the walls. Give me a perception roll.
Everyone?
Yep.
17.
21 for Cordar.
I got 20 total.
Even less for the Raven.
Okay, so people hear the sounds of foots on stairs further into the room.
Dismiss the light.
Can we see where those stairs are? You're saying foot on stairs, but
Yep. You can't see the stairs from where you are due to the columns.
Dismiss the light.
Yep. And now you can't see anything.
Nothing
and
at all.
Cordar will be up. Well, at the sound of the sound, Cordar will move off in that direction. Apparently, he'll then suddenly plunge into darkness.
So Balath casts light on a bolt
Yep.
and uses his robes to muffle the light
Mm-hmm.
to only emit a very small amount of light so that we can see.
So you do some scintillating light in Cordar's direction.
Cool.
I'm sure that's not creepy at all.
Fucking Mardi Gras is showing up here. Fantastic.
You're just inclusive of every colour spectrum.
Cool.
Just like dancing.
What is it with me and magic items? Anyway.
So I'm guessing. So Cordar moving off in that direction. I'm guessing he doesn't manage to stumble into someone or do anything with that sort of thing, with making noises.
Well, just as you're about to run into one of the pillars, you get to see again.
Right. Okay.
And you realise that behind the pillars is another stairwell going up.
The noise was coming from that?
You can't... Whatever was here has already left. You did come in with non-stealthy and with light.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Cordar will go to the staircase and see if he can look up or hear any movement still going through.
Give me a perception roll.
Yeah, that's alright. 24.
On a 24, you can hear the faint sound of feet running up the stairwell.
But, let's say, too far away for him to see, particularly when the light's not going to be there. So, but he'll encourage the others, saying that assuming we saw nothing else immediately in this room as we did, and there was no one else coming out, Cordar will encourage the others to, come on, let's keep moving. We've been spotted. Stop.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, so you rush through past the pillars and seeing what the Irisband looked like when it was still majestic.
We'll come back, hopefully.
And then you start going up stair after stair after stair. You think you go up about, let's see. You go up about 8 full flights of stairs.
Depending on how fast the other ones was running, maybe you could catch them.
Well, they had a few rounds head start, so...
Yeah.
I'm assuming you waited for the go up as a group instead of by yourself?
Well, and okay, the fact that Cordark waited for the light, so...
So after going up what feels like forever, you finally come out up to a landing.
Okay. And basically, I can also every time the staircase struck around a corner or something like that, Cordark would have to pause and just double check to make certain there wasn't someone waiting on the other side. So,
Well,
and obviously, similarly, as we get to the top of the stairs then,
last thing you want is to be bitten by a were-rat.
What
Yes,
happened?
a
were-vampire.
well, nothing to a vampire.
Well, maybe he'll be able to turn into a rat instead of a bat.
He'll be a hybrid.
Would have heard one of them.
Thanks, Underworld.
Well, I'm sure the were-rat version is just waiting to be seen.
Underworld were-rats.
And then you go, they're rat. Okay, so yes, as you come out, you see that bits and pieces of old rubble, fragments of furniture, and broken weapons and armor clutter the floor of the room. And it appears to be a group of chambers interconnected up here.
Well, I guess at this stage, Cordar's cautiously moving through the space, waiting for something to jump out from behind the rubble necessarily, or going forward.
Okay, as you move into the room, you hear a female voice call out, "Who are you and what are you doing invading our territory?"
Speaking common?
Speaking common. This is our turf.
And who
You yourself. If you yourself not being a vampire.
You see an incredulous look around the a table of a young girl. What? Vampire? What do you want? Can I have some?
See her?
Apparently you picked attention and she's poked her head around.
As she calls out, what do you want and can I have some?
So who do we actually? What's the description of this head poking around the table?
Long red hair, headband, palish sort of looking skin, very worldwide sort of looking face, probably about a 13, 14-year-old girl.
1 second, guys. Be right back.
And who are you, young lady?
Young? I'm old. I'm one of the Tower Girls. Who are you?
One of the Tower Girls.
Insight. I'm looking for truth.
Okay. Which is, I believe, perception now.
Perception.
Is there, I believe, no insight in
You are quite right. Apologies.
All good.
16.
Okay. As far as you can tell, she doesn't seem to be lying.
Belaf won't say a word for the moment and just continue to observe to see whether she looks like she's talking a whole bunch of shit.
And while you're looking, you do hear the sound of crossbows being set in various locations around the room.
Yep.
So what are we looking at here?
So you're looking at a bunch of chambers off the main chamber. At the far end of the room, they've got the girl looking around the table, and there's lots of other overturned furniture around the various other rooms that you can see, all providing great cover for apparently the Tower Girls, who have quite the ambush set up for you.
Wait, we are being ambushed?
Yep.
I just got it.
So I can't see any vampires, right?
That depends. Well, they all look extremely young and very world-wise at the same time. Very good vampire material. Especially with the tight leathers they're also wearing. Very underworldish.
Kagaser is very suspicious right now. Looking around and such.
So yeah.
So, just so if you can see it in the light there.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
Wait. This screen is very small. Okay.
Just showing a picture of a woman, presumably one of the tower girls. So.
Yep, and that's how they're all dressed in tight-fitting leathers.
How strange. Never seen such a vampire.
Hey, look at it this way. They could be vampires. They all look young. They all look around the same age. They all look as if they know more than their face lets on.
So I approach Kodar like ears and say, they seems like vampires.
And they got the drop on you too, so you didn't hear them at all.
But now, with Kangasero mentioning vampires, one of them poked their head out and said, "What do you mean vampires? What are you on?"
I don't know, man. They seems like vampires.
Can Cordar get a sense of how many might be in the area?
You probably think about 6 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
And considering you can smell the privy nearby, probably not vampires.
I was already confident they weren't vampires. Now, we've been sent here because it appears that the Tower Girls have been making a name for themselves.
And who are you then?
The one that got sent.
Don't know that name. Mustn't be important.
Apparently not.
Well, you can just go back and say you didn't find anything.
Unless you are all vampires, then we have to kill you.
You hear someone call out very sarcastically, "You're the vampire, can't you tell? You've got the red eyes."
I got the red eyes because I'm cursed, but I am not a vampire.
Vampires have red eyes.
But maybe you are vampires, I don't know you.
Okay, Cordar's happy to let Kangasero provide some distracting conversation and responses while he's, looking around, trying to get an idea of how big this space is, where we could, what sort of angles people might attack from, where they're coming from, that kind of stuff. So.
Okay, so from the way you're looking at things, you are probably in a very open position right now. When they finally got your attention, you have to back up to get to cover, which means they could quite easily attack you while you're backing up. And they have ranged weapons, which you heard them loading.
Hang on. How do we up out in the open?
Because you were walking across a room at the time.
True.
When they called out.
Plumman, fucking Belath begins to
So how
speak.
far away is this table and this girl that we can see and know?
She's about 15 feet in front of you, which is why she called out when you were halfway across the room.
And how far away is the, how big a space are we talking about?
Talking about it's about a 30 by 30 room with 3 chambers off to the side, one of them being the one off the stairwell.
So, 3 chambers, so one of them we've already come through.
Yeah, one of them you came through.
And we're not hearing sounds behind us, are we?
You did hear sounds behind you.
We did.
Yeah, they were hidden in that room too.
Belath speaks. Illustrious Tower Girls, ladies of the Tower. We are not here to fight.
Oh, look, it's Pinwinkle, one of them calls out.
And I am not Pimwinkle.
But we like Pinwinkle. He
I'm
burns things
sure
down.
you do, but it wasn't Pimwinkle. Also, I do believe that the Tower Girls were the ones who finished a little job that I started.
Oh yeah, that's right. Pinwinkle just wasn't up to it, so we finished it for him.
It wasn't Pimwinkle, and I was more than up to the task, but it would have been preferable had he lived.
You see the girl who had her grand sucker hand red again. Well, you look exactly how Pinwinkle was described to us.
Pimwinkle was described as looking like me because Pimwinkle wasn't up to the task again.
So you're also Pinwinkle as well as someone else?
No. Pimwinkle is away at the moment. I am Lvl2.
Pinwinkle sounds so much nicer.
Pimwinkle can be nicer, yeah. But Pimwinkle could be a nicer name, but Pimwinkle is not my name.
So you like fire then?
Every now and again I'm awfully fond of it.
Well, this place doesn't like fire very much.
Am I carrying any fire?
You've got this staff that's got these flamey bits coming off the top of it.
It's covered at the moment. I haven't lit anything on fire that I've not meant to.
So far.
I'm pretty good at what I do. In fact, some might even say that I'm an expert at what I do.
Pinwinkle's an expert, that's what someone calls out.
Sure, Pimwinkle is an expert at many different things.
So, Pinwinkle can come ahead then.
Pimwinkle isn't here. Lvl2 is.
Oh, whatever your name is, Pinwinkle, you can come forward.
Okay. Very tempted to start killing and blame it on Pimwinkle.
Cordar's taken the opportunity to effectively look around and try and at least localise any potential threats and directions and things like that, get an idea of what we're looking at.
So behind you, you see that one of them had been hidden up in the rafters of the ceiling.
Beleth holds the bolt in his hand now and isn't covered to enable as much light as possible out here.
And you do notice most of them have a red glow to their eyes.
Mm-hmm. They're vampires.
As in more of dark vision. But hey, vampirism works just as well.
Didn't you say that vampires have red eyes?
I said the vampires are the one with the red eyes.
Do you guys have red eyes?
Yes, but we said he.
Yeah.
None of us are he's.
Look.
Can't you tell the difference? One of them just shows a leg.
I could see some more. Anyway, look. The fact of the matter is that sometimes vampires do and don't exist. And I'm not saying that he isn't a vampire, but I am saying that he's definitely not a vampire. And that's what we need to take from that. Because I know that you're quick enough and smart enough to understand exactly what I'm saying, whereas he is not. Because some people think that they might be vampires, and some people might be trying to convince other people that they might be vampires. And it's kind of funny, but it's probably best not.
And as soon as you stop, there's an applause coming from all around you.
Kagasir is like looking at Belaf carefully, but didn't follow through everything that he said.
Exactly.
And just compliment like he's saying the truth. I'm not a vampire.
Yes. So basically, Kangasero kept hearing vampire, 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 vampire,
And
vampire, vampire.
Belaf very coyly winks at the ladies, at the tower girls.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So what are you guys doing here?
Well, this is our place, our headquarters, and you've walked right into our home.
But you let us in.
No, you came in and we just pulled back so we could ambush whoever was coming up. We didn't know it was Pinwinkle, otherwise we would have extended an invitation.
It's not Pinwinkle. Pinwinkle's
Whatever
actually...
you want to call yourself.
Pinwinkle's here.
We prefer calling you Pinwinkle.
Pinwinkle's here.
You're a
The
Pinwinkle
actual
to us.
Pinwinkle. That's fine.
You're the best Pinwinkle.
I am... Look, if anybody was going to be the best Pinwinkle, it would be me.
See, that's what we said. You're the best Pinwinkle.
It's true. But I'm not Pinwinkle, but it'll do.
Let's just call you Pinwinkle from now on.
Not really, no.
Okay. Mr. P.
No. Anyway.
Mark really enjoys watching this session on YouTube.
Run it by me again. Jeremy, why are we here again? Sorry.
You're here to get the next one of those things in your arm.
Oh, yeah. So I hear you guys have a little special stone floating around.
Shard is here. It's also apparently where the first shard was found.
She goes, so why are you here, Mr. P?
We're here to find a stone.
One of them picks up a little rock and just throws it near you. There's a stone.
That's a rock, not a stone, and a stone that may in fact be very, very important. And potentially... even
I'm sure that was important at some point.
Even a little bit of an artifact. Maybe even slightly magical.
So, how much money are we talking about involved in this?
Couldn't tell you. I don't think it has a price. I don't even know that it is valuable. It's just valuable to certain people who need it.
Will you pay us?
We can pay, but it's a matter of how much. Even if you could, well, you'd have to show proof that you had it first.
Well, this is our place. If you pay us, we're more than happy to help you.
Yeah, but I'm not going to pay for something you don't have.
Well, we have this place.
But do you have what we're after?
We don't really care about what you're after right now. We have this place. If you want something from our place, then you have to pay for it.
I'm not going to pay for something you don't have.
Well, you have this place.
This place isn't what we want.
Then you can go. Bye-bye.
But there might be something in this place that we do want to pay for.
In which case, then, you can pay for our services. We
You
don't
can't
mind.
pay for your services if you don't provide the service.
We'll provide service if you pay for it.
You can't provide the service if you don't know what we're after, and you can't provide the service if you don't have it.
We can provide many services whether you ask for it or not.
I'm well aware.
We don't...
The Legend of the Tower
necessarily,
Girls, in fact, your methods...
I guess...
Yeah.
I guess I like close his face, like wrinkle all over and said, "We don't deal with vampires."
Neither do we, one of them called out. They suck!
You'll forgive him. He's a little bit special, but he is very, very useful. I was going to say valuable.
So, can we come to some sort of accord, Mr. P?
Only if you don't call me Bella. Only if you don't call me...
I'm more than happy not to call you Bella from now on out if you like, Mr.
Only if you don't call me Pinwinkle.
Mr. P's fine then.
Not even Mr. P. I don't even have a P in any of my names. I've been known as many, many, many different things. I've even pretended to be many different people.
Mr. Pretty Colours?
No.
You got the pretty colours coming off
I do
you.
have the pretty colours.
So Mr. P's perfectly fine then.
No.
Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect.
See, Mr. P.
I'm interested.
Okay, so Mr. P from now on.
That'll do, but not Pinwinkle.
I'm sure everyone else will understand.
Yeah, well done. Let's let it go for now. Anyway, so there's a little stone. It's magical. It's very, very important to us. It's not really valuable to us, but it is
So if we
important.
find a little stone for you, you'll be happy.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm silly, but I'm not dumb.
Okay, so if we find a little stone that you say is the stone you're looking for, that's all you want. Everything else is ours.
What do you mean everything else?
Well, this is a ruin. It has stuff in it.
I thought it was already yours.
Well, you were basically wanting to get something, and you're wanting to pay for something, so we're making sure you don't walk off with our stuff.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, because apparently you've only just gotten here if you don't know what's here.
Well, there's a lot of dangerous stuff here.
Yeah, me.
I know Mr. P does like to burn things down. And you blow up a building quite well. We're still impressed.
When you're good, you're good. That's not even my main focus of magic. Would you believe I'm a healer?
No.
I am. I'm quite good at it too.
Wouldn't really believe it.
You get me one hurt?
We can hurt your friend if you like. Will that help?
That'd be hilarious, but no. Preferably, please.
Maim him?
No.
Just slight cut somewhere?
Just... no. Look, if somebody was hurt, somebody had a disease, somebody had a poison, I could probably help them out.
Oh, we got poison, one of them calls out.
Funny!
Currently on my crossbow bolt.
Anyway, so... how long have you been here for?
Weeks.
And yet you don't know everything that's here.
Well, it takes us a while to get to some places.
Do you need a hand?
As long as you're paying us, yes.
Hmm.
She smiles at you with a big smile.
Don't trigger. Right.
So silver piece a day sounds good to you?
Don't be silly.
Gold piece a day then.
Don't be silly. Why would I pay a daily rate when all we want is one thing?
Because you don't know how long it's going to take to find it.
So you've been here for weeks.
Yes.
And you haven't found.
We've found lots of things.
But you haven't found what we're after.
Well, one of my sisters ran off with something important.
What was that?
It was some sort of, she's just a big bit of metal of some sort.
What kind of metal?
No idea. Never seen it before, or since.
Can you describe it? Can you draw it?
Yay long bit of metal.
Can you draw it? What kind of metal? Like, is it a weapon?
I have no idea.
Does it
was
look
just,
like a weapon?
You can stab someone with it for sure.
Is it like just a rod?
Well, it's the same thing that's in your arm.
Awfully big.
That's basically roughly how big it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, it's a stupid little stone.
No,
Really?
but it's got a little stone in it, but it's big.
Ah, that's the information we needed. Ding! Have a gold.
Because it was the little stone that got in it was the one that got put in by Miss Hindmarsh.
Ah. I give her gold.
Okay, he's paying for a day's service.
There you go.
You can put your weapons away.
Silver piece, by the way. Silver piece a day.
Well, there's 10 silvers and a gold. He was paid for a day's service.
10 days service.
Me 10 days. I thought 10 girls. You like being around girls, don't you? Or do you prefer boys? We don't have any tail boys here. You're in the wrong city for that one.
If there's ever a check, if there's ever a self-imposed check that I wanted to fail, it was that one, and I rolled a 19. I adore spending time with girls,
Okay,
especially
then.
10 girls. However, the only thing that we need to know is who this sister is and where they went.
Well,
The item that you're talking about is the one that we're after.
that's it. If I get to the actual page and give you the right
Just
name.
out of context here, the player side of the house, Bella is aware that the girl they're talking about is the one that's upstairs in Ma'am Hindmarsh that Cordar got out from the building.
That is correct. Natalia Van Kaskikin.
What I'm saying is, Bella knows that too, doesn't he?
Beleth's a dumb. Beleth might be good at talking, but he's a
Bella.
dumb shit, and I got no idea what you're talking about. So let's just go with the fact that Beleth didn't know about it.
So yes, Natalia is our sister.
Really?
Yes. We know you have this thing, this problem telling sizes.
You motherfucker! It's the one that's in my arm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dumb as dog shit. Isn't there supposed to be another one here?
Another. I have no idea. We're still exploring the place. We only broke through into this region 2 weeks ago.
There's supposed to be another one of those things here.
Well, I'm sure it'll be worth money then.
Can you tell me what the objective of the Tower Girls is?
To make enough money to live, and not be dominated by stupid males.
Males are very stupid.
Most of them are, yes. But you're a pretty one.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be pretty.
Yeah. We prefer our pretty ones to be, dumb. Makes it so much easier.
Look. We need... There is apparently another one here. Identical to that one.
So do you have the other one? You know where it is? We can compare it. I'm sure it will look the same.
How far away is Cordar from Beleth?
Probably next year.
Beleth very slightly takes a step behind Cordar.
Mm-hmm. You can basically see this outline there with the stone glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you stick it in your arm?
I didn't.
You stuck it in your arm.
It's a little bit cursed.
Why is it in your arm then? We can remove the arm, that will get rid of the curse.
Mm-mm. This is what we need. There's another one here. And we're not talking about personal profit stuff. We're talking saving the world type of nonsense.
If it's nonsense, why can't you make a profit at the same time?
Never said we weren't making a profit.
In which case, then profit sounds great to us.
Look, everything has a price. But the fact of the matter is that it isn't entirely valuable, and we do not have unlimited money. The gold that I gave you was a gesture of goodwill because that item that you said that was away is obviously this one right here. So
you must know where Natalia is then.
Actually, I don't. This was given to me by somebody else. Have good deception, that one. Oh, I got so fucking much. It's 27.
Oh, it's so sad. We really would have, liked to catch up with her again.
How come? Did she hurt you?
Oh, we sort of had a falling out. It's nice to patch up between sisters.
Okay. That doesn't sound like any of my business. That sounds like very, very secretive Tower Girls.
Yeah,
business.
girl talk.
Yeah. I'm not really smart enough.
Confirming, Martin. The ones we've seen up here, none of them look like the one that was at the burning building, were they?
One of them does.
Right.
Anyway, so this item, we need to find it.
So one of them looks like that.
Oh, dear.
So you see one in the background like that.
So Cordar's recognised her. Has she apparently recognised Cordar?
She has. But the thing is, she's got a silver sword at her hip instead of her whip, which you took off with.
Ah!
But the silver sword was actually Natalia's, wasn't it?
It was, yes. She sort of winks in your direction. A knowing wink.
Cordar's got a girlfriend.
Though she does also have part of her face is covered in scars and burns from since the last time you've seen her. You did blow up a building against her.
She'll be okay. 10 gold if you find it. And give it to me.
10 gold if we find it. That sounds fair.
I thought so.
So you're gonna wait here until we look?
We can help you if you want.
Sure. What happy
But
for
it's
you
only
to...
5 gold if we find it.
Only 5 gold? Oh, 5 gold if you walk into the rooms first. And we'll make sure you get out alive.
Fair enough. I know how this goes. Jeremy, do you think we spend quite a bit of time trying to find this stupid thing? Is it even going to be here?
Well, apparently.
It's going to be, there's a second one going to be here, or is it just going to be the one and we're looking for the same thing?
Well, your vision as to where the second, we found out the second one could be discovered from the first one.
Yeah.
From the vision that you would receive.
Yeah.
The first one had already been taken out by then. We knew the first one was here. I told you the first one came through here.
What if it was a vision of the past?
So let's say we came here knowing that the one in your arm was found here,
Yeah.
and the second one was also apparently here.
Alright.
Maybe
So
you'll
it is worth going for a dig then.
Absolutely.
Alright, let's do that. I gotta pay. Back in a sec.
Okay. Okay. If I was to actually draw this map, you'd love it. It's so convoluted.
Oh, Jesus. Hurts my brain.
Well, it has 4 actual stories on it, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
And you went up 3 flights of stairs on the first story.
Okay, so we skipped the middle two, is that what you're saying?
No, before you even went up to where the Tower Girls were, you went up 3 flights, staying on the same map level.
Right.
And and you skipped 2 whole map levels on top of that to get to where the Tower Girls are.
Okay.
Just to make things a little very interesting in how all that works. So I'll grab the camera, and so you can sort of see how it's got 4 squares.
Yep.
So zooming in, you pretty much came in
And
that
there's our
entrance there.
boats. Yep.
The boat. You came in through there.
Yep.
You went into the stairs there.
Pillared room where we heard the shuffle and chase.
Yep. And then you
Yeah.
went into the stairwell there.
Okay.
And then you went into the stairwell there.
Right.
And then you went into the stairwell there.
Okay. So
And
so
then-
it was a long flight upstairs. Okay. Yep.
And then you basically have entered this area here.
Oh, okay. And so, okay. So you're saying, in fact, the table's turned over in, what is it, B6B?
Yep.
You're saying someone was behind us in B6A?
Yeah, they were basically hiding in the roof.
Like vampires do.
Yeah, like vampires do. And so that's basically how convoluted the way they've set the map up is. So it doesn't do one level as the full number count. It basically goes first floor 1 to 5, and then jumps up to the fourth floor to continue numbering, and then jumps down to another floor. It sort of goes
I
between
suppose
them.
if it's still at least going in the number of the order you expect to come across them, in the idea that
It is.
when you were going through there, it didn't show any offshoots from those stairs in the middle floors. So
Not
so
yet.
you've got to go to the top to go. You got to start at the bottom, go straight to the top, and then work your way back down again.
Okay, so as they take you through the room, they take you into where they've got a small cook fire sizzling the carcasses of a couple of donkey rats. One of them says, "Are you guys hungry? I've cooked. I'm no Pinwinkle, but hey."
Pinwinkle doesn't cook
well,
ever again.
There's no problem to me.
I know most of them laugh at that.
He suffered a curse. It's quite hilarious. He can't cook.
He couldn't cook beforehand. That's
You're
the
not
joke.
wrong, but at least he can't even try to cook now.
Would you like some rat?
No.
Rat on a stick?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
How about you, elf boy? She says, with the
I
glowy eyes.
have no problem to eat rat on a stick.
Okay, here's some hot rat on a stick.
Alright.
Guaranteed to put fur on your body.
Cordar's happy to basically stand to one side in the room, back to the wall, leaning against the wall, watching. He's not hungry at the present time.
They do offer you some rat on a stick as well.
Right. I had breakfast, unlike some people.
I believe Kangasero also had breakfast. It was just, part of the plans.
Oh no, except Kangasero, you believe Kangasero believes he had breakfast. I'm part of his dream.
Okay, so as you're leaning against the wall, Jeremy, give me a perception roll.
How many girls are showing themselves at the moment?
You can see 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently 3 stayed in hiding in case you do something silly.
Perception of 16.
Okay, the wall you're leaning against has a secret opening.
Okay.
CP7?
Oh, okay, yeah.
But technically, I'm just going to say the secret door was actually on the
Okay, yeah. But so
Passage.
there's no short corridor leading to a dead end. It's a, yeah, that makes sense. So,
Otherwise, it's not so secret. It's like, yes,
Well,
there's a corridor and a dead end. Why is there a corridor and a dead end? I'll just pull the lever.
Having realised that, so I'm not going to actually make a show of it, but did any of the girls pay attention to where I randomly chose my spot to lean against? Did they show any concern or issue?
Yes, the one who you fought before just gives you a wink.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to be watching you. She wanders over and says, "You wouldn't happen to still have my whip at all, would you?"
Depends. I believe there's potentially someone wants that sword.
I'm sure we can come to an accord.
So, What is it that you wish with Natalia?
Oh, my task was to bring her back to the girls.
Alive?
Yeah, if possible.
Because it certainly didn't look like that when I arrived.
Well, she's quite capable. She's a Talgor after all.
Mm. And, and what do you expect will happen to her if she was to return?
Well, considering you've said that the item was cursed, and one of you now has the item, I'd probably say she might be welcome back, depending on her attitude when she returns. She has, been with us for a while, after all.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the first time she did betray us.
Do you know what her thoughts were?
Run, hide, run. She shakes her head with a shrug. She didn't really say anything when she was running.
Mm-hmm. And what is your name, dear lady?
My name is Terisha Scaloni, and what is your name, pretty boy? She says.
I'm merely a friend of Pinwinkle.
I'm not interested in those fiery types. So what was your name? She says, looking into your eyes.
No, very important, just a friend of Pinwinkle.
Hey, I gave you my name. It's fair is fair.
But obviously, Pinwinkle's the one that everyone wants to know about. So.
I was never interested in the flashy types. More the quiet, brooding types.
God, I was so uncomfortable.
During this whole conversation, all the tower girls just look at the...
Come on, don't be so obvious. Jeez.
Well, apparently this is their entertainment.
Yeah,
Don't
Dave,
worry.
the best thing is, this should bring back even more memories of Gordon.
Oh yeah.
These other characters got missed quite a bit. He was also the uncomfortable sort.
Aw.
Okay, so she attempts to charm you with her smile. Okay, so what is your wisdom saving throw?
I have a will of +6.
Will of +6, so 16. Okay, she comes across as extremely charming to you. You find yourself, perspiring a bit while she's smiling at you.
Mm-hmm.
And her accent is just perfect. And that blonde hair and with the streaks of black.
And then I'll remember about the fact that, last time I saw her, she had a whip wrapped around my neck.
Hey,
Some people have to pay for that.
I was gonna
Yes, Cordar's not one of them.
say, Cordar's a little bitch.
Yes. Remember the fact that, yes, last time we saw her, there was a whip around her neck. And the first thing she asked was for the whip back.
So do you have my whip on you, my good friend and colleague, she says.
I see no reason. I thought of it. It is not something I walked around with, no.
Will I be able to get it back from you at some point soon? She says as she snuggles right up beside you.
As I said, I'm sure that If Natalie can get her sword, then I'm sure that there's no reason for anyone else to have the whip.
Everyone thinks I'm Pimwinkle.
Yeah, just tell me where to bring the sword and pick up my whip, and I'll be there, she says. Batting her eyes at you.
Pimwinkle comes from behind the couch and goes, hello. There you go.
Okay, so apparently you're led up to a room full of girls who are calling Balaf Mr. P. The real Pimwinkle.
Oh look, he's here. See? Huh? No.
They'll look at him and say, no, the real Pimwinkle's taller.
I told you I wasn't the real Pimwinkle. It's him.
See, look, Mr. Perfect over there is the real Pimwinkle, they say.
I'm not Pimwinkle.
Then I start doing the Pimwinkle dance now. Oh my god.
They say, can you use fire magic, they say.
You've heard about my exploits.
Yes, the real Pimwinkle uses fire magic.
Apparently.
I can do that. I have alchemist fire on me.
Does anyone fill him in on what the Tail Girls told you about fire magic in this place?
No.
Okay.
No, I said I'm gonna. I can, but it have to be a special occasion.
One of them just pats you on the head and goes, yeah, we're sure you're Mr. P after all. They give Balaf the big wink, knowing you're the real Mr. P.
I am. But he is Pimwinkle. Two different people.
I'm totally confused right now.
They like Mr. P.
The P means perfect, not Pimwinkle.
Yes, you have to watch back later and see how convoluted it got.
Really?
What Balaf is not saying?
No.
It wasn't actually with perfect, it was P for pretty boy.
No. I think it's all Cordo's fault. It's okay. I got it.
Quite clearly that's the only option.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Take Bella Pimwinkle. Yeah, that's right.
And apparently you've employed the Tower Girls to help you find another shard.
I have I?
Oh, Mr. P has.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because apparently Balaf didn't pay attention to any backstory.
That's okay, most of the Tower Girls are about 13 or 15.
Yeah, definitely Pimwinkle.
I'm uncomfortable now.
I'm feeling very, I would have thought...
They are Tower Girls for a reason.
I would know that, wouldn't I? So I'm not going to let him have the reins. I'm happy with that. It's like, okay. I'm still pissed at my sister.
Well, actually, I mean, there was only one creepy advance. Hey, Corda!
What?
The one who wanted to whip back.
Wow. Wow, Corda.
Corda got seduced.
Wow, Corda. You really are. I think you really are bringing the whole team down. So.
And as she's leaning up against Corda, she goes, here, let me help you make the earth move. And she opens the secret door on you.
Look, see the paragon of moral judgment over there.
That's right, yes.
As you fall through the secret door with her landing on top of you.
Corda was prepared for the door to be open because he saw the door. He wasn't prepared for her to open it.
Oh, well then it's all very convenient then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your armor class?
Armor class, well, AC 20 or 19 if Dex is not involved.
Okay, while you're leaning up against the door, she does trip you as she opens it.
Yep, no, okay. I'm happy with the fact that, yes, I knew the door was there, but I wasn't necessarily expecting her to open it, so...
Can I go for a high five if you want to go?
Sure. One of them high fives you. For her, it's a low five.
That's enough. Fair go. It's a medium five. Go look at a medium. They're only 13, okay? She's up. And they're not elves, are they? No. Okay, it's okay. No. Then definitely a low five. Yeah. All I was thinking when I was doing the Pimwinkle jig was the World of Warcraft
But hey,
jig. So.
a lot of them look sort of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would know this because I know what the town girls are about. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going. Yep.
Well, they almost killed us.
Did they?
Well, they basically had poison weapons pointed at them.
Oh. Did they look like vampires? That was the problem.
Oh, they look like vampires.
Did somebody get his holy water out and start throwing holy water on them? No?
Not yet.
Well, they say they've got their silver crosses ready to hold off the elven vampire in your midst.
That's very good. Oh, good.
I don't like that part.
Okay, so behind you see there's a large room that Corda has been fallen into. It is a ledge festooned with old. Oh, sorry if I get the right page number. Section 8. Okay. So the murals of this room are scratched and faded. Several portions of the wall and floral stones show signs of past chipping. An empty pillar where a statue once rests by a small alcove. And this room looks like it's been well looted over the years. And basically, the door looks almost indistinguishable on this side than on the other.
So where are we right now? Because I haven't.
You're in one of the pillars of the Irispan, out in the about half a mile out into the bay, where the water's so deep that parts of the Irispan that are about 200 feet thick look tiny in the floor in the ocean below you.
No, that's very cool. No, I was wondering where we were. That's awesome. Okay. Thank you.
In the place called the Crow's Nest.
Yes, I remember from last session. I had a feeling we might be there, so it's okay.
So what could go wrong with that?
That's right.
So
in this room. Oh, I was going to get away. So this room's lit at the moment, is it, or is it light coming into it?
Yep. Hello.
okay, so you can see light coming into this room for the first time since you were at the boat.
Sorry, mate. You're right. Okay.
And you also notice that Balath is got a scintillating flame coming off his arrow, crossbow bolt. It keeps shifting colours.
Okay.
Rainbow magic.
It's nice. It's different than fire magic. So, I wouldn't mind the secret door were open. I wouldn't want to have a check around, I suppose.
Yes, you step over Corda.
I step over Coda. I giggle as I do it.
Apparently Corda's having trouble disengaging himself from someone who's grappling him.
Certainly, as soon as, having tripped over and fallen through the door, Cordar's immediately aiming to scrabble aside and stand up again.
Escape check.
Me?
No, Corda.
Okay.
I was going to say 10 on the die. It's the escape check. You can
I believe it is your choice.
Could be acrobatics or.
So 18.
18. Okay, you just managed to slip out of her hands.
Mm-hmm.
Do that often, do you, Corda? You hear from Penguin Cool with a big wink. So, anyway. Well, I'll distract for a little bit and then I'll have a look around the room. Oh! Where was this dice last night? 27 total.
27. Okay, looking out around this room, you see this room has been very well looted. This is, and you're looking down at the boats below, the rowboat that Nexa and Corda rode in on, that you sort of sat and watched with Bella as they, worked together eventually.
Yep.
With Kangasero enjoying the water.
Oh, was he seal, was he?
No, he was just enjoying the water.
Okay.
He wasn't particularly helping. He wasn't rowing.
Okay, gotcha.
But he wasn't paying any attention to what you guys were doing either, because, well, that sounds like work.
That's true. Okay, cool.
And you can see down through with the light that the rowboats are 200 feet below. You've gone up quite a bit from where you rode in.
So going up the pillar kind of thing, yeah. Okay.
Inside a pillar.
Yeah. Okay.
Many flights of stairs.
Okay. So it sounds like the secret door she opened was, it's like that, okay.
And about, we say, About 30 feet out over the boats below, you can see what appears to be some sort of bird's nest and a shaft going up.
Bird's nest.
A couple of bird's nests there and a shaft going up. And so it'd be quite a challenge to get out there and continue up.
That would be. We would need some sort of grappling and all that kind of stuff, wouldn't we?
Because
How big a bird's nest are you talking?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
it seems to be big enough that the shaft you can see is big enough for you to climb up.
Yeah.
But getting to it, it might be quite hard. But there is a ledge there, so if you could leap 30 feet, then you can make it.
30 feet. Leaping's athletics. I'm out.
But it's only about 90 damage to hit the water below.
Yeah, Pinwickel's definitely out. One death per every 5 levels. I'm happy with. So.
And
It's good to have plans.
Oh no, I'm not like a Rory. It's okay.
and the blonde tower girl turns to Cordo and says, "So, how good are you with heights?"
Cordo will look out over the edge, ensuring he's not in a position to be pushed off the edge.
Oh, she grabs you. She grabs you by the waist to help you not fall over. She's happy to anchor you.
Heights do not bother me.
Wow. I'm really shocked about Cordar's attitude with this whole thing here. And I look at it and go, I feel I need to say something, but I don't want to say something right now around the girls. I need to say something when he's away and say, look, we need to have a talk about this kind of thing. So, but that's for afterwards. People was giving you the...
Well, he's not much older.
So Pimwick was just giving him... Oh no, but... Oh, no, Pimwick will be definitely older than her.
I know, Cordar should be within... I know, Cordar's half-elf, isn't he?
Half-elf, well, he's elf, half-human.
Yeah.
Still giving him the uncle look of very assurance of what he's doing. But...
So yes, he's a lot older than she is.
Yes.
But roughly the same age bracket.
That's, okay. I try not to giggle at any stage, but yes. Okay. So we have to go up the shaft, and from there we can probably go across the...
Well, if only I had my whip, I could pull the rope chain we have over there back.
Why are we giving her the whip? Cordar? Why are we not giving this young lady the whip? In a very kind of disatone kind of...
Not that it is any of your business, but as I've already explained to her, I do not have the whip on me.
No.
Yeah, it just seems so, unfortunate. So much easier to travel with a whip.
So you're suggesting that you would normally travel up to there to move beyond this location?
Yeah, to get to the lower camp, yeah.
Lower camp?
Yeah. This is the upper camp.
Oh, yeah.
So did the rest of the girls and everyone else come into this room following behind Cordo, and what was her name?
Okay, getting back to her name. Her name was...
Because she told me and I didn't tell her. So.
Terisha.
Terisha.
Oh, now you know.
So did the rest of them follow into this room?
Most of them are still around the cooking fire watching and listening.
This room, the walls, what are they made of?
Stone.
Like stone you could kind of like put a quick kind of...
Well, this is stone from the building of a bridge 10,000 years ago.
Is it not just like maybe carved like...
I'm sure you can carve what you like in it. I'm sure no one's going to notice. It's only, like 10,000-year-old structure.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying...
So they like...
Cord arms, you know what I'm getting at?
Took the bridge material and built a tower?
Do you have chisel? Stone cutting tools? Or are you just going to pull out your dagger and go, jab, 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 jab? That'll do it.
I was going to just use the dagger. But I've got thieves' tools that wouldn't have anything like that in it.
No, thieves' tools aren't designed for carving.
Climbing kit?
Climbing kit, probably not designed. Pitten maybe, but you then want...
But I've got a pitten, I've got a climbing kit. So I think it's better the boots and the thing.
Well, no, climbing kit would contain pittons and rope and
a hammer.
stuff.
And a hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
Not good for doing actual combat with, but good for putting pittons in.
I'm using 3v21, like just sleight of hand. I want to, while Cordo's not watching, I want to carve out like discussed with you just then.
Okay, so while no one's watching, everyone hears this horrid scratching sound coming from Pinwinkle.
As soon as I hear it hold, I just stop. Got a straight play.
Wow, did anybody not hear anything? Because that sounded like nothing to me.
Man, and I'll quickly put the dagger away. You want another roll to put the dagger away?
Well, no, you put the deck away quite easily. You just,
Yeah. You go. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Jeez, that. Whew. That lunch was. Yeah. Well,
Are you done?
yeah. I was hoping it wouldn't make as much noise, but anyway. I was hoping it was like sandstone or something like that.
well, no, this is like granite sort of stone.
The stone's been there for 10,000 years.
I
and
know. I'm
apparently
trying.
still
As I
used.
said, it was worth the effort of trying. Okay.
That's why I did point out it'd been there for a while.
That's right. If I
Well,
find
it'd been there for a while
sandstone,
still.
I find sandstone. I'm putting it on there. I'll just let you know. Okay. So. We have to document the we're Pathfinder Society. We have to document things we do. And
Wait, is that where you're going with that one?
Yes.
Is that it? Yeah, okay.
I'm using that as a very light term when I use that one. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, if that's the way they're supposed to go, perhaps you should lead the way.
Me?
Yeah, all the girls come out to watch. Let's see the Pinwinkle, they say with quotes. Show us how he does his stuff.
Corda was talking to Carissa.
Okay. So
Teresa was going, well, you've got my whip. I normally use my whip.
the
I
lever,
have-
I guess we go no further
the
today.
lever we need to pull down. Do we have to pull it down or do we have to just
I guess
knock it?
we'll have to go back.
Well, there's a rope sitting on the platform there that she would normally leap out and use a whip to grab.
How far? The leap's 30 feet, isn't it?
The ledge is 30 feet away.
Shit. Yeah, I'm not really athletics on that side. I'm more of an acrobatic kind of person.
It's an acrobatic thing.
Is it acrobatic thing?
Yeah, to be able to actually get out there and.
Once you
I should have turned up to it. I just realised that right now. So.
Yeah, it's athletics to get you within reach, and it's acrobatics to be able to use it.
Well, athletics and -1 worries me.
And all these girls look very trim and athletic,
Yeah, I thought so.
and acrobatic too.
Yeah, no, I would be if I didn't have that.
Most of them wouldn't bring up while I'm waiting for you to get the rope for them.
Well, Corda's looking to go back downstairs and move away.
Al, sure you don't have the whip? Yeah, I say it now, a bit louder. Why wouldn't you bring the whip? The whips always are helpful. I don't think anything.
Just jump. I cast a
If
spell
you
on
guys
you when
want
you're
to
willing.
wait,
You have a whip, do you?
maybe I have.
I cast a spell
I'm
on you
kidding.
when you're
I don't
willing.
have. I'm kidding.
Yeah?
Cool. You get +1 if you jump. You get -1 on everything if you don't.
Well, it means I'm 0 now when I do athletics. Okay, to jump 30 feet.
Sorry, let me rephrase that spell. In a booming demonic voice, you hear the words, "Just jump."
I thought you were going to say, just do it.
No, we're not supportive. We're just authoritative.
Okay, so let me see. Long jump. Okay, so
Let me just check diabolic.
it's a DC 30 leap check.
DC 30.
As long as you get a 10 feet run up. You don't have a 10 feet run up and be able to move 40
DC
feet.
30.
You won't actually make the distance.
DC 30.
Yep,
And what's
DC
your
30.
movement?
25.
Which means you can't
you-
actually make it because you can only jump 15 feet.
That's right. That's why
I know.
I didn't think I would be able to do this. This is like I'm going with, even with the +1.
You can't leap farther than your speed.
Nope, you can't.
Nope, because I was going to get to 30 feet next.
Which is part of the reason why they use the whip.
Question. Why are we trying to get across here?
Gets the way further into where the shard you're looking for came from.
And there's a... to whip across, right?
Well, there is the rope bridge we have sitting on the ledge. If you can bring the rope bridge towards us, then we don't have to jump over there and get it. Do you have magic that won't burn the rope bridge that can bring it towards us?
How heavy is the rope bridge?
Not that heavy.
Does it need to be dislodged or
No, just pulled across.
pulled across? I was hoping for dislodged.
It's hammered in at the other end.
Alright. Does anybody have a very thin piece of string?
Well, I can make one. I like rag my shirt and give it to him.
Kangisera does the whole shirt rip thing and hands you his only piece of clothing.
And as Cordar pulls out a ball of twine.
Plummin.
So one person hands you some twine and one person hands you some rope as you have this identity problem. So Mr. P, of course, Mr. P.
Belath grabs the ball of twine,
Yep,
unravels a significant length,
yep.
then ties it to a longer piece of actual rope,
Yep.
then orders his raven to grab the very, very light, thin line of twine.
Yep.
Go over, go
Yep.
around something, bring it back.
Okay.
And then using the rest of it to drag the heavier line through, and then pull.
Okay, when you do that, it sort of turns you and says, well, there's a bridge over there in the infernal speech. So, twitch, 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 twitch. And it says, why don't I just rough it through the bridge?
That's what I was asking you to do.
But you just say go around something, which meant you could be, pillar post.
Go and do the thing.
Oh, to actually do what I said or do what you said?
Do what you said.
Do what I said, okay. I'm the smart one, I see. Okay,
Yes.
and it flows on.
And that's what you do with every.
Does anybody else speak Infernal? Sorry, Ignean or Infernal?
Infernal.
Infernal.
Damn it, I've got Draconic and I don't have Infernal.
Yep.
I kind of
I
go.
was like,
Yeah, imagine Infernal being spoken by a raven.
no. It just looks very possessed while it's doing it.
Alright, and we do that.
It flies over, comes back, and has this knowing look at you,
Yeah, alright, settle down.
and then sits back on your shoulder happy.
We both know ravens are incredibly smart. I say that in common, by the way.
Yes, my other raven was smart, and I killed my cat.
So you see Belath talking to a raven, and it appears to talk back. It's a bit weird.
And it doesn't use the same language when it talks back.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried. So that's fine.
But you do see the raven go and save the day. Good raven. I give it a chunk of meat. A chunk of
Rat meat.
rat meat.
Some of the tower girls start lining up with rat meat.
Just a little bit. Don't get too
They
carried
each
away.
have a little bit.
You can't make him fat.
How can we make him fat? He's a demon.
He won't be able. He's not a demon.
Aren't you a demon too?
No.
That's a shame because you like fire.
I
Fire.
do like
Demons
fire.
all like fire. They say.
I go. Yeah, he likes getting hot. You want to walk away.
Well, he's the right Mr. P for us. They say.
I don't mind now. I'm fully aware. I'm fully happy for him to do this. I'm still pissed at my sister, so I don't really care at the moment. So.
Anyway, feed the raven some meat as a thank
Okay.
you.
Yes, and you manage to pull the bridge over.
Cool.
And they secure it to some things they have beside them that they've already done on this side. It was useless without having somewhere to hook it on the other side.
Belath rolls up the twine and gives it back to Corda.
Cordar left.
He did.
Really?
He said, well, I guess we'll have to go away and come back another time.
I didn't hear that.
He did.
As he handed you the twine.
Oh,
You're too busy talking to your bird.
yeah, right.
Also the blonde is also missing as well.
Guys,
Yeah.
if
And
I get
Kangisero is
to
not
be
wearing
fighting-
clothes either.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but it seems that if I don't go out then took a breakfast, I will have to travel without one, so I will have to go.
You go
I
get
will
breakfast.
catch you up on
Okay.
YouTube
Okay,
in our next game day. I'm
Ah,
sorry
good
for
week.
leaving early.
Victor, I might hit you up about your address later on, just for a Christmas present. Okay. So,
Enjoy breakfast.
Take care.
that's right.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Good
I
day.
think I've still got it.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Okay, so yes, Ken Gesero heads off chasing after Cordar, leaving his ripped shirt behind.
It's weird.
Well, he ripped it in half, so it wasn't really useful anymore.
Belath yells out after Cordar. We got the bridge across.
Cordar, perception roll.
Damn. 18 total.
You definitely heard Belath bellow. And the Blood Nature says, oh, so Mr. P seemed to have figured it out then.
Cordar shakes his head and turns around.
And the girl, puts her arm in yours as she helps escort you back.
Cordar separates himself from the girl.
Now, I rolled a 1 on sleight of hand, so everyone saw me do this.
Yep.
I've got a jar of colour ink,
Yep.
and I've got my journal, and on the back page, I'm writing down that loves that. Okay? So everyone will see it while waiting for this to happen. So.
Okay, so as unobtrusively as possible, Pinwinkle in the center of the room writes this down in front of everyone. Just as Cordar and the girl walked in.
Do I see any of the hand in the hand at all? Or
No.
coming? Okay.
He kept moving away from her.
Okay. And
Cordar, it appears that somebody has a crush on you, my friend.
And I motion to the girl I show her. She goes, huh? And give that look of...
She looks at you and you...
And I go, I can go. So, I thought it was funny. Anyway, I'll just put it in the back of my journal. So. But anyway.
Cordar, you sly devil.
Hey, first time I got to use my jar of
I'm
colour.
sure that she's just waiting to get her whip back.
You don't know that.
Well, life's not the same without a whip, she says.
Now,
Because she's asked for it.
I know.
as I suppose I'm trying to think what we've got for this. Local area law of the underworld.
And she says, now that we're back, I'll show you how to cross the bridge, she says, as she just runs right across it.
Okay, I'll follow her because she's in.
Give me an acrobatics roll.
Me?
Yeah, as you follow her.
22.
22, okay, it's difficult, but you do manage to get across.
What? Hey. Cool.
So what are we actually trying to get across? What's the description of what we're trying to get across?
So you're crossing a 30-foot gap over a 200-foot drop to the boats below. So you could have swan dived out the window to get to the boats quickly. And you climb up a shaft to get further into the tower.
You want to see something funny? Belath's going to have to cross that bridge. Righto, let's get the stats.
Okay, so Pinwinkle's made it across, and as you reach the other side, a hand pops out of the shaft. She'd already gone up while you were following.
Okay, I'll wait for the rest of the people. Oh no, will I?
There's a 5-foot shelf at the end of the bridge.
I wouldn't be waiting then. No.
Well, it's a flat check for me.
It is. That's going to be fun.
Is there anything with the bridge? It's like just a rope bridge, isn't it?
It's a rope bridge, yes.
Okay, fair call. I'll try. I don't think because I've got a low strength. So I'm not even going to think about holding it, so it wouldn't make any difference. So
Well, it's well put it in on this side.
no. So I'm just going to follow up because that's what I would do. Because I look and go, no, not enough room here. Okay,
He just says, watch your hands.
watch your hands.
Yeah. She doesn't explain.
Watch-
As she tosses you further into the corridor.
tosses me.
Yeah. Because she's not getting there and you pull you up beside her.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice.
What does Belath get?
17.
17. You have that whole this looks dangerous sort of look to your face as you're walking across, having your Raven give you instructions in detail in how best to place your feet. With the, you can do it, and then just absolutely nothing.
Do the instructions help?
Apparently they did, because the whole you can do it, you did it. You make it across.
Tissue note, please.
You're one foodless night away from being my dinner.
So are you, it says.
Anyway. Well. That was pleasant.
Cool.
And then a hand comes down to help you up.
Okay. I jump up. Climb up.
Yep, she has no problems pulling you up the shaft.
Mm-hmm.
She just
And
toss me.
then, you know, pushes you towards Binwinkle. It says, watch your hands.
I look at my hands.
Oh yeah, she says you don't want to set the trap off.
Which trap?
The one I just pushed you past.
Oh, okay.
Can I do a trap roll now?
Sure.
Because now she told me there's a trap there. I would like to.
No, she never told you, she told Bella.
I know, but I know now.
Yeah, I
I
back the fuck up.
know. That's 27.
You can see the blade trap right where you would have been sticking your hands if you had climbed up yourself.
Nice.
Disarm thievery, isn't it?
They don't want it disarmed.
Are they one disarmed? Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, if you even reach towards that trap, I pull you back.
Okay. Very cool.
She's also currently reaching through that trap to pull people up.
Very cool. No, that's fair enough. That's cool. I'll just go. Wow. Okay. Very cool.
Okay, so, Jeremy, do you go across?
Apparently. So, the other 6 girls that we've seen,
Excuse me.
have they gone across or are they staying on this side?
Well, a couple of them are getting ropes ready just in case. They just wanted to be prepared in case Mr. P needed some help.
Well,
You're caught. I don't know what to do now. Really.
I
I
so
know.
does the expectation
had to
is that they're
convince them I
going
wasn't
across?
Pinwinkle.
They are
And
looking
they're
at
still
going
not
across.
convinced.
Oh, ladies first.
Anyway, I
Okay, they seem to have no problem scampering across because this is something they've done on a regular basis.
I told them there's
Yep.
10 gold if they find the other shard.
So now
And
there's
there's
been
5
seven
gold.
7 of the girls have gone across, is that right?
Yep.
And apparently there were 3 that stayed hidden from what we understood, is that right?
Yep. They haven't come out.
As the last one is about to head across, I'll say, what about your friends?
Oh, they guard to make sure other interlopers don't come up.
Very cool.
Besides, it's their turn to eat.
Okay.
And they didn't really like Pinwinkle that much either.
Me.
Yeah, Mr. P, they didn't like Mr. P that well.
Can't blame. Oh no, no, I can't. No, I'm not like
They're,
that.
they're not into sparkly fire.
Neither is he.
So, Jeremy, what's your acrobatics roll?
Acrobatics, 20.
Yeah, you have no problem scaling across either.
No. Okay.
You're just surprised Baleth made it.
So's Bella.
Well, no. Cordar's more surprised at the fact that he deliberately did not want to be going across right now. But apparently, everyone's happy to go in as prisoners.
I'm not. I didn't know that, so I wasn't there. So there you go.
Okay, and your favourite tower girl puts her hand down for you.
I will aim to reach up through without taking her assistance.
No.
Okay, she rolls out of the way as you do so.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a reflex saving throw.
Where's my reflex? Plus 8. 23.
Okay, you just managed to move out of the way as a blade slides right where your fingers were. Across the hole. You just, hey, watch yourself, you almost got me.
Well, possibly you should have mentioned the fact that there was a trap there.
She did. You weren't listening. And I think what says.
I did say take my hand.
No, she didn't.
Well, I
She
held out my...
offered her hand.
Yeah.
You should be more trustworthy of the opposite sex, I say. You know.
Well, in this case, I'll say take my hand now. If you don't, if you watch your hands and don't put them where you're not supposed to.
I'm fine, thank you very much.
It's a good learning for life there, Chemical says.
I hope you like the ledge, she says, as she starts backing away.
He's getting halfway up, isn't he?
He's on the ledge over the
Oh, yeah.
200-foot drop
Yeah, very cool.
with a trap at the top of the shaft.
Yes, and that's what she was trying to avoid. That's very cool.
He's continuing on the route that's available.
Okay, so now that you know there's a trap there, you can make a thievery check to bypass it.
It's a blade trap, is it?
It is a blade trap, yes.
So this is where Mark will be really good at this one. Come on, cool with me.
I will stab my sword through the location where the blade might pop out
Yep.
to break the trap.
Okay. Give me a thievery check as you try to do so.
Well, an attack roll I would have thought, because, as I say, he's deliberately aiming to destroy the blade.
Your blade or the blade trap?
The blade trap. With a magical blade. Thievery check of 7.
7.
Okay.
Okay, so you're struggling. You down the shaft. Everyone starts hearing this clacking of metal and stone as Cordar's trying to do something helpful.
Not helpful. That's not going to be helpful. He came in to avoid getting damaged by a trap that he knows
So,
is there.
if I didn't want to disarm it, I wanted to stop it from working temporarily and let it go back again. Could I do that?
Possibly, but you think the girl was basically helping people over the trap?
Yeah, no, that's right. See, I'm the perfect one, so if I go a trap, I get a... If I fail when I disarm it, I get a +2 bonus when I do it, so I'm the man that should be doing it. But I want to see where he goes.
Okay, apparently you didn't set it off and you didn't disarm it.
Okay. I will pull out my warhammer instead. It might be a more effective tool for bashing this thing.
Well, I can see I'm above him, right? I assume.
Well, you could go back and look down for amusement factor.
Well, I'm going to say, do I see him pulled out the warhammer or not?
Yes, you see him on the ledge pulling out a warhammer.
Cordar, will you just accept the young girl's help and get up here? I said, stop being a...
I'm coming!
Stop taking this young lady's helping us out. Let's accept the help and come up here. Stop trying to resist it. No, you're causing her... She's... And I look at her and I say, I'm very sorry for his ignorance. Or whatever. So I was like, well, very sorry. I said, you can't help some half-elves these days. So, yeah. I say to her, so, yeah. I tried. So...
Most of them. So, Mr. P, your subordinate there seems to be a bit doesn't like help. Well, we do have this other lever that will literally let him go. Is that what you're saying? Drop him into the.
No! Stop trying to kill my friends.
It's just what we're good at.
So am I.
You're good at killing your friends too.
Mm-hmm.
Pat you on the shoulder. You're definitely one of us.
Okay.
Honorary tower girl, after all, Mr. P.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. I don't have to say anything. I'll just go. I was going to say, no, I didn't. I killed myself. That's okay. So I just realised. So.
Okay, you see one of them just sigh and rush further down the passageway, and you see them pull a lever and say, "It's safe for him to climb up now."
Cordar, stop pissing about and get up.
When he can confirm the blade is visible and destroyed, he'll come up.
The trap's been disabled. We're not going to destroy it. It's their place.
Come on. Be respectful for other people's property, thank you. I shouldn't usually have to tell you this, Cordar. You understand this usually.
Balath intentionally tries to set off the trap.
Doesn't go off.
There you go. See? Come on.
Balath even sticks his head down there and it doesn't go off.
Kangasaru's naked climbed up and could have lost the other things. It didn't go off, did it? No. There you go. See? It's all good.
Does Korda come up?
Yeah, I said I did.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Cool. What's been, as I said? Well, we've got a half-naked druid at the moment. Came up when he didn't get anything cut off. So.
What do you mean half naked? I think he left his shirt and the same thing he was wearing behind.
Oh, a naked druid?
Yes, a naked
And
druid.
technically, he apparently ran back down the stairs again, where Corda was going.
Yeah, actually, so he's actually down at the boat now looking up at you.
So, you follow Kangasaru, do you? Oh, that's understandable. Okay. That's all I say. Okay. I thought your own man called out, but it's okay.
Well, actually, Corda was headed that way. Kangaskuru ran past him.
Sure. Just whatever story you want to go with. It's okay.
Okay. So,
Well, the problem is that Corda is concerned about the story that we're apparently going with, considering the intent we had when we arrived.
No, Pinwink wasn't listening. No.
Exactly.
Well, my
He's not
friend.
surprised about that at all.
and then the if Kangasero was there, he'd probably say something along the lines of, "How is this any different?"
That's right.
But he's not there, so he doesn't actually say that.
Oh, look, Red Eye's over there. And I point over there.
Vampire! You hear from down by the boat. There's a vampire down here.
Yeah, deal with it.
And you go, and then it's like, sorry, Nexa. After the sound of a slap.
No Susie Township.
Okay, so as you drop out of a shaft, you find yourself in what appears to be a old crypt with murals showing strangely dressed Thassilonian priests placing bodies into crypts. And the hall is strewn with bones, and nothing else seems to be here. The tower girls say, "Oh yeah, there were vampires here, skeletons."
Can I do a religion check?
Sure.
Yep. Well, don't tell the druid. I tell. Yeah,
There are vampires here.
and I giggle again. Yes, that's funny. I only rolled 7. I only rolled 7 on my religion. So. Okay. So skeletons here. Okay. Did you find anything here? I should ask her.
Yes, we found lots of things.
Oh.
We sold them.
Oh, okay.
That's why we're still here.
That's true.
We find things and we sell them.
To get new whips, right?
Whips are expensive. Good
So-
whips are.
I know. Wish people would bring whips they take from people and give them back to them. But anyway, it's okay.
And plus, we've been able to eat out at some better restaurants. Well, since the Pelican burnt down, it was, hard to get a decent place to eat nearby.
Yeah, who would do a thing like that? Because I'm not penguin clever, so I can do this. That's right, I feel better. Okay. I can look from Bella and it's like, do you really want to go there? And I go, and I say, oh, no, well, I'm just like, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we heard the chef there was terrible.
Yeah, I've heard the
Couldn't
same.
cook for anything,
Yeah.
and burnt it down in, because he just didn't want to deal with the criticism of his food.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard his sister is might be associated with that as well, I've heard.
Well, there was this awesome chick who worked there.
Oh, awesome, was she?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard different stories, but that's right, we'll discuss it later, it's okay.
Apparently she ran with some of the girls in the day.
Did she? Oh. Okay. Well, we might talk about that later, because, yeah, she was a bit awesome when she wants to be. Yeah. So, anyway, I won't hold the... Let's go on. I do want to have a chat to these girls later about my sister.
Okay, so they lead you down a long passageway using Bella's scintillating lights.
Between Cordar and Bella, at the moment, I'm really trying not to laugh at any stage right now. And I know that
He's got rainbow patterns.
it's more that I don't want to laugh about Bella's, but Bella's can be hurt me. And Cordar, I just don't. No, just Cordar's just Cordar. So yeah. So it's like I'm trying to be. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, they all seem to follow one person. Lvl2. Yes, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
No, Mr. P, they said.
Sorry, Mr. P. I do apologise. Yes.
He's the right Mr. P for us.
That's right, yeah. He has many names. He's a very unique character, I hear. So, yeah.
Great with fire magic.
Oh, yeah, yes.
He's a blast, they said.
Yes. Yes. I'm trying to hold my words here because I know that he'll hear me, so I'm going, yes. Such a blast, yes, okay. But let's continue on because I think Mr. P, he doesn't have a long... He's got a short patience on these things, so, yeah. See what I mean? Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you come into the first spot. You have actual light coming out of it. There's a lantern sitting there with two more of the tower girls standing there.
Oh. And I know what we're going through. I said, how many of you girls live here, kind of thing? Or
More than enough.
more than enough? Okay.
More than enough for you. You get one visual wink.
Okay. Gotcha. Definitely more than enough for me, I say. Trying to not cause any issue or any concern.
And don't worry, we just use the tip, they say.
Yeah, tip of your dagger, right?
I know. Bolt. Shot in the butt. That's always does it every time.
Okay. Cool. They've all got hand crossbows, actually?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I might talk to these girls later, but get some poison bolts later. Put on. Work on them. Just as a character kind of thing. Wouldn't mind knowing a bit. Yeah, they might be able to teach me a few things.
Oh, they can teach you lots of things.
I know. I'm sure they can.
I'm sure they'd say that your sister taught them too.
Yes.
I'm sure we have things to do.
So, let's go, guys.
It says, and don't worry, it's got nothing to do with Pimwinkle's cooking whatsoever. They say with a wink.
No, let's not hold up Mr. P. He gets quite cranky. Let's go.
Okay, so as you come into this area with the light, you see a lip of fountain to the west wall with a tinkering rill of water running from a demon-shaped mouth on the wall of the fountain. There are a couple of bedrolls and several rations sitting on the floor next to the fountain.
Demon shape.
Demon-shaped face where the water pouring out of it.
I'm going to go... Because I don't have a cult, I'm pretty sure. Occultism? I don't have occultism. No, not trained though. So...
Everyone's got a cultism. Everyone's got every skill.
I know.
Except for laws. The laws are the only things you have to actually go out and track down.
I'm going to go occultism on that, possibly.
Okay, give me an occultism.
I'm just thinking I might... Yeah, I'm going with that. Well... I haven't used my half of the luck today. I might as well use it. Yeah. That dice caused me a lot of trouble last night. Yeah, not even better. 7 total. So
7 total. Looking at it going, reminds you of your sister.
Wow.
What you've been thinking about her of late.
Wow. You went there, didn't you, Mark?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did that. Okay, very cool.
Well, she has been quite demonic of you of late.
Yes, that's very cool. Yeah.
And then you know, the light glances off it again. It's got nothing like your sister. But from a moment there, you're picturing the demon face as your sister's face.
Okay. The water's... So we're going up, aren't we?
You are over... You're about 200 feet above the...
And the water's coming down or through this thing.
Coming out of the scene, yes.
So the water must be coming above that, possibly. Not below, unless there's...
You know you're not at the top of the pillar.
No, that's fair. I'm just saying. For water to come above, that means there's something. There's a...
Or it's magic.
Possibly. So... Hey... Mr... I was about to say Bella, and I go... Where the girls are right next to us. I said, Mr. P? Anything special about that mouth over there? I just thought, to see if he knows anything special about that might.
So you've been asked to examine the demon face.
Based on your last...
I examine it.
It looks like it's made out of stone, with water pouring into it.
I examine the iconography and see if it reminds me of anything.
Sure.
It's-
What are you using? A law?
Hang on a second. I'm just bringing that up.
I should set myself up for that one.
Obviously, Cornar is staying at the back, bringing up a rear, taking note. Okay, so there's now 9 girls seen.
Yep.
And yeah, give you a
Okay.
mental map of
I
the
didn't know that I could do
area
that.
and sizing up the combat quality of the girls.
Most of them look like they are at your level, if not higher.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe occultism
Sure, give me an occultism roll.
or religion.
Either would work.
They're the same. 14.
Okay, looking at it, they do look like a demon-esque sort of face as a water fountain, but it doesn't look like any sort of magical symbology or religious iconography that you're aware of.
Yeah.
But then you don't really know 10,000-year-old religions that well.
Okay. I didn't know what occultism could actually
Oh, you got a good look down at the God's Mouth Fellowship.
You did, yes, but you didn't actually get to see a lot of demon faces there.
10. Occultism's a
Did I?
wicked,
No.
wicked skill. Wow.
What day in? Does it do anything at the moment around this place?
At this stage, no.
Doesn't seem like it's anything special. It's just
Okay.
a carved demon.
Cool. I trust you, Mr. P.
I do.
And
This isn't really my wheelhouse.
and I feel that every time I say Mr. P, he's got to get shitty with me more and more. So.
No, not really.
But I'm just doing it.
See, what you're actually calling me is perfect, so thank you.
Yes, Mr. P.
See, he's perfect, they
I
say.
just feel like just in the strokes right at the moment. Just like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, yeah.
Mr. Drummond,
It's a drumming, yeah. I just feel like, yeah.
what are you talking about, Willis?
Yeah.
So what does that make Nashru?
I don't know yet. I'm still working that out. I'm trying to be nice about it to Jeremy. Just don't worry. I'm thinking about. I was thinking Prince of Bel Air, but I was thinking Jeremy.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Jeremy can be the the guy. He's the awkward guy kind of thing. That geeky guy. Yeah, that one.
Okay, so you
Was
pass.
he different jokes or Prince of Bel Air there?
Prince of Bel Air one.
I think he jumps around a little bit here.
So, yeah.
So you pass an offshoot to another passageway off to the right. They say, there's nothing down there, just a collapsed chamber.
Okay.
Cordo will aim to look through as he goes past at the end. Obviously, limited light, but low light vision, so hopefully you might see something. But
You see a passageway that goes for about 30 feet before it ends in rubble.
Perception to see whether they're telling the truth or even potentially hiding truth. 24.
You think they're holding something back?
I stop. So what's really down there?
A collapsed chamber with some of the stuff we didn't want in the upper stairwell.
What else?
Some stuff we found. That's our stuff. Not what you're looking for though.
Perception to see whether they're hiding something else. Cool, they're not hiding anything else.
But one of them, working with you quite a lot.
Hmm.
Maybe we can go check it out, she says. Just you and me. We'll forget the others for about an hour or so.
What do we do for the other 58 minutes?
Well, I'm sure we can think of something, Mr. P, she says.
Mm-hmm. I get the feeling I'm being distracted.
So how many girls are with us right now?
At the moment, you have 7 with you because the 2 who are by the lantern are staying at the lantern.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to stealth away from these girls. Really, especially with 7 of them there.
I turn down and walk down the passage.
Yep. Okay. So, you arrive at a stairwell following them. The stairs seem to be heading down.
Everything gets dark for you guys if you're not following me.
I know, I'm following you, don't worry. You're Mr. P, I don't follow you. So. Sorry, I did it for one session. Possibly 2.
Okay, so as you come down, you hear one of the girls call out some sort of phrase.
I stop.
Now, I've got Underworld to speak. Undercommon, sorry. And there's no thief card in this one, is there? No. It's only in D&D. So, maybe Undercommon, do I kind of... Is it something like a special kind of language they're using or something like that? Or?
Does it make any sense to you?
Okay, cool. That's all I'll ask.
Sounded like common, but didn't make any sense to me.
Okay, it's definitely
It's essentially thieves' can.
a
$3 on it.
yeah.
Basically, in
Each
Pathfinder, each thieves group has their own number.
Yeah. Cool.
And so as you come down, you find the room has 2 of the tower girls here as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they're basically unloading their crossbows.
As in shooting them?
No, as in taking the bolts out and putting them away.
Okay.
And putting covers over the tips.
Right.
Hey, while we're walking, I'm not trying to distract them all. Those poison tips, you can be able to teach me how
It's just the tip, yeah.
You can be able to teach me what kind of poison you use on that level.
We can give it a demonstration anytime you like. Just drop the pads.
No, not demonstration, just more mind learning.
That's the best way to learn. You learn by example.
Nah, look.
And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, they say.
Okay. Still, I'd like to learn what kind of poison you use, kind of thing. Cause,
If you survive, we'll tell you.
Okay, really. Okay, I'll think about that one. Okay, gotcha.
Go on. Do it.
Now, I thought you wanted to keep going.
I just think it'd be kind of funny.
If he drops his pants in the front of all the girls so they can stab him in the butt.
And if Mr. P tells me to do it,
No. Don't get too carried away.
Okay, no. Cool. I'm just saying, if you say yes, I'll go along with it. You are Mr. P at the moment.
Well, there is a Kangasari downstairs without any pants right now.
Can they reach it from here?
Oh no, they don't. They don't really want to do the droid.
Really?
Alright, is there anything else further on, or is this the end of it?
No, this is just one of their rooms, and you can see that there are corridors coming off this in 3 different areas.
Jeremy, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm following along behind. As I say, he's
Just have contact with you,
basically keeping track so that when these girls that we come to eliminate inevitably betray you, he's ready.
Why do you want to eliminate them?
Why? I feel a bit insulted as a local here.
I'm not here to eliminate them now. I'm just here to get the stupid shard.
Hey, what's the deal we made, kind of thing?
And that's just it. Cordar's recognised that the plans have changed, so he's standing back ready for when they change again.
He's used to the everything falling over at the end.
Yep.
So this appears is their lower area that they've taken over.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that there are a common hall off to. They say there's a common hall off to the south.
Yep.
And there are some stairs further down off also to the south. And that they have yeah, I'm just trying to follow the numbering system here. They do like to make it a bit difficult. Okay, so food storage off to the east with a
Not going anywhere near that one.
yeah, food store off to the east, and to the north is the dormitories.
Okay. So we've been lied to,
Uh,
but it doesn't appear to be that filled.
And they say most of the stuff that they were going through is actually further down in the stairs to the south.
No, I don't trust my roll right now.
Yeah. So Mark has a seizure, but I will
Okay.
obviously,
Oh, that
pretty
sounds
much
good.
with everything they're saying,
He's rolling.
perceptioning to see whether we're being lied to or not.
So you're too busy eyeing off the tower girls.
17.
Hey, I know I'm a local. I know how old they are. Okay.
They're roughly about your age in
Human years. I
in
know.
human years.
I know, but still, I feel that it has crossed my mind, but it hasn't crossed. I thought, no. Don't want to cut in anyone's grass and such. So.
17.
17. Okay. So, as far as you can tell, that they just don't want to, reveal all their numbers to you. But they are taking you through past a lot of traps without you actually seeing where they are.
Yeah. Alright, let's go back to look at the thing.
And they're taking you down. They want to take you down to where they have managed to get to.
Yeah. As a player, if we decide to start fighting these chicks, we're going to die.
Well, there's 7 of them.
There's 7 in the party that we were walking with, plus the other ones that are hiding. That we
So
don't
far,
know
there's been a
about.
total of 14.
Yes.
And they sort of hint that there's a lot more in there.
In fact, actually, no. Sorry, 16. You said there were 2 in this room that
Yeah.
were in there removing their crossbows at that moment in time.
Yeah.
So there are going to be quite a few more. We can't fight our way through this, so probably best not to piss them off. And they're letting us into places that they didn't originally want to let us into.
And they leave it like you. So.
Yeah, cool.
And Corda.
We'll go back to doing the thing.
Okay, so one of them says, "You don't really want to meet the mistress, do you?"
The mistress?
Head of the Tower Girls.
Is that a local?
I do, but maybe later.
Maybe later. They say that one of them shudders and goes, "Yeah, later."
Can you use underworld law on that one?
Sure.
Just want because being a local, I'm just trying to. Wow, first good roll. 25.
Yeah, even you heard that she's aware, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so.
But you got told that this morning.
Yeah, the others got told that Pinwinkle wasn't paying attention.
That doesn't mean you wasn't told this morning.
Pick on Pinwinkle. Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
Bella doesn't really care.
Where we're at. Okay, yeah, fair call. No, so I agree with Bella.
Lycanthropes do have a unsavory reputation.
So do I.
I would have known that she has an unsavory reputation. Would I just local history or not? Or?
Well, the Tower Girls in general are
Pretty
just secretive.
Yeah. But my sister deals with unsavory types, so I'm kind of thinking, they know my sister, this is going to be unsavory. So, look what happened last time. Yeah. So, yes.
Cool. Okay, so they start taking you down lower. How low do you want to go?
Call me Limbo. So let's go.
Okay.
I want to say shut up lover boy there, but I thought that's a bit wrong. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It's a fine line when everything's being recorded onto YouTube,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
but even still.
Yes. It is a fantasy setting. It's okay. We are. You're a bit older than me. Oh, you look at that.
Okay, so you come down the stairs
enough.
and find yourself outside a set of massive doors. For this place, anyway.
Oh.
Making sure I've got the links correct. P22, yep. So a pair of massive doors dominate the room, which seems to be a spearhead-shaped chamber.
Okay, yeah, I'm watching that, yeah. So in the corners of the spearhead, spearhead, isn't it? Spear.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. So the 2 corners of these bottom corners of the spear.
And the silvery metal is decorated with images of burning eyes that look inwards towards 2 set of runes carved onto the faces of each door. The walls bear the remains of complex mosaics that once covered much of them, but which has crumbled and collapsed into heaps of coloured tiles and debris around the edges of the room.
Okay. Well, I asked the girls this. This is the door that you haven't been through?
One of the doors that they go through rarely, because only the really experienced ones go through this way.
I'm going to perception the door with a trap perception as well, just in case.
Okay, you look at the doors.
That's alright, that's 20 total. Yeah. Well, I'm using +2 for traps, so I'm not free, because it looks like a kind of door that would definitely be trapped in some sort of way.
Okay, so as you're looking at the doors, you see that one of the runes seems to rearrange itself to you to say, listen. And the other door rearranges itself to say the eyes.
Did everyone hear that? Or
No, only you see that. You're special.
Listen. The eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing that's put, these eyes are looking towards the door. They only got the corners, aren't they? Or something. You said there was like eyes pointing towards the door or something like that?
Okay, so the doors are made of silvery metal, decorated with images of burning eyes that look inwards
burning
towards
eyes,
two
sorry,
sets of runes carved into the faces of each door. And basically, the eyes are all looking towards a set of runes on each door.
Okay. Can I just, for 5 seconds, just listen?
At the door?
No, I don't want to go too close to the door. I'm still a bit sussy about it, but just listen to see if I hear anything, like any sort of sound or something that would emanate from either the other side of the door or off the door itself.
Well, as you get close to the door, you feel heat rolling off it.
I feel like I can step back a bit, so because
Perfect for Mr. P, one of them says. He likes fire, doesn't he?
hey, this door. How do you? Is there anything special about this door we should know about? I asked the girls.
But yeah, you touch the letters, they're the runes, they move.
Okay, but if you have to do it a certain way to work?
Yeah. No idea how to open it. This is about as far as we're allowed to go.
Okay. I relay that to the rest of my party members, and I've heard the word listen and the eyes when I had a look at the door before.
You saying you heard the word or you saw the word?
I heard the word. It spoke to me. And when I got close to the door, it started getting very hot. And I don't like hot things after recent things. So I think this is some sort of magical trap that allows the doors to open, but we have to do it a certain way. I can't roll again because that's one roll for the door, wasn't it? Yeah. Wouldn't be able to get.
You think it's some sort of linguistics puzzle.
Linguistics.
How big's this room?
The room itself is about 60 foot by about 60 foot at the widest parts, and sort of narrows to a point at the other end.
Are there any other exits?
The other exits, the Tower Girls tell you, head towards Alea Javetsky, the leader of all the Tower Girls. She set up her chambers there.
Is she the one that Mr. B here is supposed to be paying?
If he wants to, they say.
Well, did he not hire the Tower Girls?
He did hire the Tower Girls.
Do you speak for this Alea?
I will go get her for you then, she says.
So linguistics, eh?
Okay, so the girl comes back with what appears to be what looks like the equivalent of a mouse in armor.
I know I'm shutting my mouth. I know what. Yes, I know, but what Pinwick would say.
So, David, that's what you see coming out as the head of the Tower Guard.
Cool.
So, Jeremy?
Yep. And bigger or smaller than Ricochet?
Just trying to get that. Bigger, medium
Because
sized.
Ricochet was small, wasn't it? Like Rat Folk was small.
Rat Folk is small. She's medium sized.
Yeah. So she's not Rat Folk.
She's not Rat Folk.
I leave the conversation to Mr. P.
So I hear Mr. P has hired the Tower Girls.
Yes. I need something.
And what do you need, she says, as she looks closely at you.
There's another one of these. Apparently it's here.
If there is, I have not found it yet, she says.
It could still be here.
It could be. We haven't gone too much farther than here, but here is pretty hard to get to. Though if one of you happens to be able to read Thessalonian, that would make things a lot easier for us. Can any of you read Thessalonian?
Why would you need to read Thessalonian to make it easier to get through here?
Because the runes on that door mean nothing to anyone who can't read Thessalonian.
So I put that in comment. I really shouldn't have done that, but yeah. So I can't. I don't. What? So come from here.
And no one speaks or reads that language who's not a scholar and spent years studying the language. So it's the equivalent of how you've seen Stargate, and you've seen Stargate, the movie where he doesn't understand a thing they say.
Yes.
Because no one's spoken that language in a long time. It's been 10,000 years since someone spoke Thessalonian out loud.
The medallion that I have around my neck that no one else can see.
Yep.
Does it do anything right now?
You think it's the thing that made you be able to see the writing.
Oh, so okay.
So as you looked, you could actually see the runes form the words.
And I'm thinking about while we do this, I'm going, listen to the eyes. I'll just say that out loud without making any mention. Oh, I'm thinking the eyes listen.
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay, that's very cool.
It's a flat check. Well, basically, make it a flat check.
Okay. What's flat check?
Flat check.
Which other does? Yeah. 4. I had +2, but 6 total.
6 total. You're thinking, listen, the eyes. Listen to the eyes?
The eyes can't listen. Why is it not thinking?
Would anyone else like to make a flat check to try to figure out the puzzle?
The girls mentioned that the runes would move, didn't they?
They did.
11.
11. You just sitting there thinking, you think they're supposed to form other words.
Yeah.
It's a word puzzle. You just can't figure out what the word puzzle is.
The paradox box.
Yep, that is exactly what you think it is. So, give me a flat check for Corda.
Is straight flat or is it with the intelligence?
Just a flat check.
Flat check with 16.
Okay, Corda says, well, the listen can actually be rearranged to make the word silent. Well,
Let's say it out loud.
Well, the eyes could be...
You're just thinking it.
And you think that the eyes could be rearranged to say the words they see, which would basically fit with what the depictions show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll leave Corda. Corda hasn't told me yet, so.
Cordar's definitely just looking off the side, like effectively letting us go on the wall watching at the moment.
Yes,
So the leader introduces herself as Alea and says, you're welcome to come and go here as you please. If you find anything of value that is not what you're looking for, she just asks that they get to have a chance at it first.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
But she does not wish her girls to go further into this place because, well, they're still learning the skills of spelunking. And I'm sure that the great chef Pinwinkle over there,
she looked at me.
you know, who likes to blow up the Pelican, my favourite place to eat.
And she was looking at the halfling, then Mr. P.
She was.
She knows who I am. No, yeah, no, so.
And all I can say is, thank God it blew up. I got the worst indigestion eating at that place.
That's alright. Just so you know, I don't cook anymore, by the way.
I heard we threw a party.
Yes, a lot of places have, thank you. Yes. And it's nice to finally meet you, by the way. So, yeah.
I've already met a few times.
Have we? You might have met my sister a couple of times.
No, I met you many of them.
She's a weird rat friend.
Why do you think I always look like this? You're obviously a little more innocent than your sister said.
She's a weird rat.
I know, I keep forgetting that now. It's like,
You've seen her now, but you don't know what she looks like.
interesting. That's
Once you go through, you never go back, she says.
What did you do and when did you do it? You sly dog.
I look. What the hell did I do? And was it the that night that my sister gave me a drink and I cannot remember the 8 hours of my life? I have a feeling that I will eventually find out one day.
So she says, I'm happy to leave you to your own devices in this room, and the girls will come back if you need them. And if you find yourself in trouble, we will come and help, but at the proviso of we will not be doing the exploration from this point forward. We've gotten you past all the traps we found, and that should be worth at least something from your discovery.
Thank you. I thank you very much. And I think based on that, still partying at the boat at the moment, 2 members. What's the time now? I think we should maybe leave it till.
Yes, it is. It is pretty much quarter to 11.
We're starting about to go into another category, I'm thinking. So.
Oh, don't worry, I actually showed the others. You go up and down this 4-level thing multiple times to get to where you're going.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yes. So you start at the bottom, get to the top, and then go to the bottom.
That's better.
Yeah, so Jeremy, just so you know, you actually made it to the 2nd floor. After going through the 1st floor, the 4th floor, and the 3rd floor.
Right, okay.
Wow, this place is ridiculous.
And you're about to head down into the 1st floor through places they haven't been before.
Guys, I do apologise. I could have shoot on.
All good.
That's all right, dude. All good, man.
So we're going to finish up there for the night, Jeremy.
Yep, all good. So I guess, yeah, so it's the intent that the
I'll
3
look
of
back
the
tonight and
party
see if I
are
can
going back to the boat at this point to collect the others, or we should the others are coming to us first?
Weird, so it's whether
Either. We can sort that out next
There's
session.
certainly, yes.
They need to send
If we basically, when we get the opportunity where we're not obviously surrounded by the girls and or likely having them listen nearby, Gordar will whisper to the others and say, well, I think I know the code for the doors.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
And they're also happy from, where the trap that almost hit you. They can lower a rope from there all the way to the boats below, so that you can avoid the other set of stairs.
It's nice. It's very nice.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
Okay, mate.
Okay,
Catch
sorry.
you.
See you later.
See you, Jeremy.
I would have thought climbing stairs was easier than climbing a rope, but
It is, but for them, it's a shortcut.
yes. Okay then, have a good night all.
We will.
Catch you next week after, whatever.
We'll see you later, Jeremy. Have a
you.
good night.
See you, Jeremy.
Good night all.
Good night.